coming at you.
Hey, everybody. Welcome back to Infinite Weekend Podcast, episode 61. Zach here, Josh over there. We got a special guest today, Doo-Doo, D-Man.
Hey, guys.
We've referred to him before, in some stories. He's one of the core four, if we ever talked about that before. One of my, the one of three of my best buds way back in the day. So we've already had Brandon on, we've had Scott, and then we've got Doo-Doo. He wishes to remain anonymous. So... so we got him on. Finally got him. He was the elusive, the last one.
Great White Buffalo.
Yeah, the Great White Buffalo. Yeah, right. Buffalo. So we got him on the podcast today. And, so what's going on this week? You got a new tattoo we were just talking about.
I did. Yeah, I went and saw
You decided to get it on your inner thigh so your boyfriend can see it.
That's my special place.
All right.
No, that inner thigh would suck. I'm eventually going to have to get there, and I heard it is awful. Like, just coming around the back of the thigh.
Well, that's what you just showed me. That's what it looked like. It was on the inner thigh.
It's on the outside.
Oh, it was on the outside. Okay.
Yeah, I'm not
other side of the knee.
That'd be,
okay.
No.
Okay. See, I was thinking it was the other leg, so that's the reason I thought it was the inside.
Well, I showed up with one on my back, and, like, Jacob ended up showing up to hang out a little bit. I haven't seen him on. I was like, can you bring me some shorts? Because all I had was, like, some chinos, like, khakis, and they're super tight. I was like,
so you'd have to, like, take off your pants.
Oh, yeah, of course. Yeah, so I had him bring me some shorts. Well, he, like, shows up with some shorts, and he's not a big guy. And I was like, who the fuck are these? They were like to here. And he's like, well, we got a drawstring. The elastic's out at them. I'm like, okay, well, but still, who's wearing these? Like, I had to cinch them all the way in. He's probably got like a 29 or 30 inch waist. But he brought me some shorts, thank God. But yeah, you have to hike it up and pretty much cheek it out.
You could have went inner thigh and just had him hold it to the side for you then.
That's true. Just cup the balls.
Yeah.
You know?
So it's
do they have like
thigh.
a ball divider? You know?
Yeah, just a little sheet. Well, what's funny is Zach was
like
there
a cone.
too. He's the owner, and he was like, I can bring you like a moving blanket. I got one out back. I said, no, sorry, I'll just wait.
Or like actors, whenever they have to like do a nude scene, they have to like wear a sock.
Yeah, because apparently
that cinches up.
On the set of Game of Thrones, Jason Momoa had like a purple little dinosaur he put on his. Yeah. That dude's a trip. Nope. Other than that, man, that's it. Just getting ready for Thanksgiving.
Speaking of Momoa, like, I heard like a rumor like that on the set of Aquaman 2, like he showed up dressed as Johnny Depp to like fuck with Amber Heard.
I thought she got fired off
Which
set.
is
Did
hilarious.
She not?
Yeah, I think so.
Apparently he did it so much that she just got tired of it and left. So I was like,
that's the reason she's like shows up once in the trailer and that's it.
And I like how he didn't get any reprimand at all.
Everyone was like, yeah,
that's pretty funny.
I accept that. That's
6'4" Johnny
good for
Depp.
him. I would have done the same thing.
Yeah. They didn't mention. I thought they were going to. I didn't think they would, but he was just on Jimmy Fallon. I thought they would say something about it, and they just asked about the movie. But he was like, they never mentioned the Amanda Heard thing.
No,
she sucks.
I think everyone wants to put the hot, crazy, psycho bed shitter just in their rear view window.
When he did show up to the court case, though, it was great. When he was there, he's like, "Hey, Amber."
Yeah, Johnny. Right? Yeah, they had him on video. Whatever. Yeah. I don't know. Was he a character witness for her or for him? I don't know.
Squirter over here.
It's really early for that. This is exciting.
The equipment starts shorting out. Anybody see that? Just Doo-Doo just like spit everything everywhere.
Just spit up a little bit.
Little spittle. Little spittle. That's the first for the podcast.
I love your enthusiasm on the show.
He just couldn't contain it. He was ready to bust.
Dude, that court case was wild. Like, I could not believe like her lawyers were real. The shit they were saying. It was unbelievable.
Oh, I know.
I'd never followed a court case like as far as celebrity goes, and that one was just absurd.
Well, even some of the stuff like that they had on text and whatnot that Johnny Depp was saying to her was just amazing. I loved the whole thing. I miss those days.
And now he dates his lawyer.
Right.
Which is even better.
I remember her being a thing. She was hot as shit.
Settlement and her.
My God. What was that? I'll have your briefs on your desk by noon. Well, I put my balls on your chin by lunch. This is basically
that movie.
What was some of the shit that he ended up saying to her?
Well, didn't they ask him like her lawyer was like, "You're a lot bigger than her," and he was just like, "Not really."
Yeah, but he's old as fuck.
Something about them getting in some kind of confrontation, or I forget what it was, some kind of physical altercation, and they asked about his size, and he was like, "I'm not really that much bigger than she is."
Right. I mean, he had a busted hand or something like that. I think he was like legit injured, like had cuts and shit.
Well, the story about her shitting the bed was my favorite.
Yeah. Which I don't know. If you look at old movies and pictures of her, like she's hot. She's really really attractive.
Oh yeah, I don't care how hot you are. I don't want you shitting in my bed. Like, are you saying she's really hot? It's acceptable.
I mean, it's like
a little shit.
It was like one time. It was like depends on the shit.
Like a rosebud or like a full.
Like if it was like a full like dog in the grass, kind of like boom. That's one thing,
What if it was like one long turd?
Like what is acceptable? If you're hot, what's acceptable? You know what I mean?
Look like a pool noodle.
I'm not even mad. I'm impressed.
Yeah, I think Zach would just be psyched that hot ass chick's in your bed.
Yeah,
like,
exactly.
You
if you can shit in it, it's like before or after, it doesn't matter. Just stay.
Speaking of shit beds.
Yeah. How do we get on this? It's either jerking off or shitting. It's one or the other.
Because those are hilarious stories.
I'll start with a poop couch.
Okay.
Because the shit bed. Because that's actually where I slept. In college, me and Scott, we did not sleep in our beds at all. Those were for extracurricular activities, not with each other. But
right.
Thanks for clarifying.
Yeah, all of us
for clarification purposes. But we in our apartment, we'd always sleep on the couches in the living room. And
now, wait, I don't interrupt. So you and Scott were in college together?
Yeah, me and Scott, we went to college together, fraternity brothers, roommates, all that.
Okay, got it. Okay.
So after he moved out, one of my coworkers from Texas Roadhouse moved in with me. And he was in between, going back and forth between his girlfriend's place, my place, this and that. And so he had a buddy that's going through a divorce. He's like, "Hey, do you care if he stays with us for a bit?" And I was like, "Yeah, that's fine, whatever." This guy was going off the deep end of his divorce, like every night out till 2, 3 in the morning, up for work at 8. It was wild times. I was just sitting in my room playing WoW and then going to sleep every day and just going through the meaningless work life, hating everything. So one night, he's like, "Hey, can you go unlock the door? He's going to be coming home like midnight and 1. I was like, "I got to go to work tomorrow." So I unlocked it, went and shut my door. So I hear him stumble in real hard. And then I just hear a lot of crashing around. I'm like, whatever, deal with it tomorrow. Go to sleep.
Out of sight, out of mind.
Yeah. Was not that when I woke up. It was not out of sight, out of mind. Woke up, and as soon as I opened the door, it's just shit smell. And I was like, what the? So I start walking down the hall, and I get to the bathroom because I'm about to have to go shower, get ready for work. I turn and look, and he's ass naked in the floor of the bathroom. Shit on the seat, shit on his ass cheeks, and
crime scene.
I was like, I just kick him a few times, and I'm like, hey, I got a shower. And so he wakes up, and he's like, realizes what has happened. He's like, oh, shit. Literally.
They're shit.
Is that a shit?
So I go back to my room. 10 minutes later, I come back. I shower. I get ready to leave. Everything. I call my buddy, and I'm like, hey, you need to have a talk with him. And they have a talk. He cleans everything. He leaves. And then that night later, we're laying on the 2 couches watching TV. And I lay my head down, and I was like, start sniffing the couch cushion.
Gosh, dude.
And sure enough, he had shit the couch.
Gross.
And he had made it, I guess he had waddled this whole way to the bathroom. And so years later, I'm moving to Nashville. Scott's helping move me, and we're moving things out of the storage unit. He's like, what do you want to do with the couch? I was like, I'm not taking that thing. All we did was flip the cushion and sterilize it a little more.
So it's basically brand new at that point.
Yeah. So we set out by the end of the road, and I don't know if you've ever watched Workaholics.
I've seen bits and pieces.
The first episode, someone takes a shit and they roll it in $1 and they set it in the road, and then they're all on the roof getting high. And then someone comes by to pick up the $1 and they're like, poop dollar. So
now I want to watch it.
That sounds like my show.
It's first episode, so you don't have to get far. So me and Scott set the couch out by the end of the street of the storage units that we're cleaning out, and someone comes driving by, and we're like, do we yell it? We're like, poop couch. Needless to say, they just climbed back in the truck and left.
So it was like stained on I guess, where he was sitting initially.
There was no stain, but there was a distinct smell to it. So
Out of water shit's terrible.
You gotta love them Fratastic days back then, though.
Oh, our fraternity bought a couch.
Yeah.
I walked into the townhouse, and I walked in, I was like, what is this? And it was like a sectional. Dude, it looked like awful.
You know where it came from?
Yeah, apparently over on Boot Hill.
Okay.
Apparently. They found it on the front yard. I think there was like jizz stains on it. It looked horrible.
I used to live in
you're broke as fuck. Nobody
Ashford
cares.
Place, like apartment complex.
I've been to Ashford
And
Place.
me and a buddy, we lived there in just me and him in the apartment. It was super fantastic. Like the back door, like the sliding door, never locked, so people would just like come in
off the street.
like people that knew us or whatever. So
It was a come and go.
For a minute there, like I was dating this girl for a few weeks, and she would just like walk in and then like be there when I woke up, like at the edge of my bed, and I was like, "Oh, this is a little weird." But that didn't.
You
last
just
very
need a
long.
sliding door in your new
because
house.
she could just get in anytime she wanted. She knew that, so
Yeah.
that was a little stalkerish. It was a little much.
Yeah, but if you get one here, they'll just walk in. That's why they're not coming.
You
over.
should
that's
send her
it.
love
That's the reason
letters
I
and
haven't
see if
got
she'll
laid.
come back.
is I just need to keep my door open.
It's sliding
Right, free penis.
right
The
here.
sign. I don't know about that. Yeah, a bunch of dudes. It'll be a bunch of dudes that show up at my house.
I don't know about your advertising.
Steve will love that. But no, we lived in this apartment together, and it was bare bones. Like we were sitting on milk crates, kind of shit, you know,
Yeah, dude.
or fold out chairs, and just like a little rickety TV stand and a ginormous TV.
All the money went to
Living the
All
life.
money went to the TV, right? We're playing Halo or whatever, and that's what it was like. Well, it was. I remember it was Christmas Day. We go outside, and there's a like pretty like it wasn't like brand new, but it was like someone got a new couch that morning because there was a couch in the dumpster, like a love seat, like short kind of couch. We were like, jackpot. Merry Christmas to us. And so we went out there and got that thing, and we kept it for years. I think it ended up at one of the Sigma Chi like frat houses is where it ended up, and I have no idea where it's at now.
I kind of mad when Braden was moving out. We had a couch in the garage we were going to give him. It was Leah's former couch, and it's black leather couch. I was like, so is this from your interview days before?
Couch? Yeah, dude.
Casting couch.
We had one of those black leather, like pleather.
I was like, Braden, I really want you to have this.
It's amazing when you find shit like that back then, and you're just like, this is an incredible discovery. And now you're all bougie and shit when you go shopping for furniture.
Oh, I know. Yeah, it's not the right color. Doesn't match.
Awful. Doesn't feel right. Is that tweed?
Yeah, exactly. It's the wrong material. I sink into it too much. It's too comfortable.
Yeah. Then you were just like, all the cushions are here.
Yeah,
This is
exactly.
priceless.
There's no like visible stains. This is the
There's
best.
only 2 stains on the bottom side. You just flip and you're good.
It's only
You're
missing.
awesome.
It's only missing 2 legs.
Right.
We'll make
It's
it
got a
just
little-
take them all off.
It's got a little musk to it. Nothing a couple bottles of Febreze can't fix. You know.
For the one Febreze bottle we could afford.
Right. Exactly. That time like really was simpler times. You know what I mean? I had no worries back then. Like I had worries. I had money worries. Literally, I think the only worry I had was just paying for stuff. But otherwise, I didn't have any worries.
I think mine was just online dating and hanging out with my friends.
I wish there was online dating. Facebook started when that was happening. I remember how pissed we were when we lived in an apartment and we're like, rent's going from $400 to $425. How are we ever going to be able to afford this with 2 of us?
We're fucked. Yeah, I know.
Dude, speaking of, they were talking about that last night at the shop. They were talking about apartments and stuff in Nashville. And somebody, I interrupted, but they were like, yeah, 2-bedroom, 2 baths is going to be like $1,600. And I was like, did you say $1,600 a month? Yeah. I'm like, nope.
For
Sorry.
2-bedroom, 2 bath?
And you're not even
Downtown
living in a good
Nashville?
area
I
of
don't know.
Nashville.
I don't know. The other one somebody
Exactly.
said was 16 to 17. Somebody had a house and it was like I think they were paying $2,200 a month for a house renting. I'm like,
Our 2-bedroom 5-6 years ago in Franklin was like $1,400.
yeah.
That was
was gonna
That was
say.
before inflation.
Dude.
Depends on where it's at. That's a steal.
Where we lived in those apartments here, the duplexes, dude, that 3-bedroom Kylie and I had was $1,000 with a 1-car garage.
Yep, I think I had that 2-bed. Oh, was it a 2-bedroom?
Two.
It was a 2-bedroom.
2-bed, 2 full
It
bath.
was like $800.
Yeah,
was
dude,
dope.
It's crazy. Kylie and I's first apartment was $690,
Yeah.
I think, or $645.
Which when I bought this house, actually, my not including like insurance and property taxes and all that kind of shit,
yeah.
but just straight mortgage is like $600.
Yeah.
600 something.
Oh, ours is
almost
cheap.
$700.
Ours is cheap.
$690. So it's
There's
yeah,
a
it's super cheap because I got it before.
Oh, we got
everything
locked
sucked.
in. We refied right before all the shit show went down, so we're locked. I'll probably never leave.
Oh, I know. I've thought about selling this place, but I think I'm gonna have to wait. I think I'm gonna rent it because it's the best. I mean, because what you just said, like rent is like through the fucking roof. Mm-hmm. So I could rent this for pretty much double what I pay in mortgage, which is pretty good.
That's where we're at. We've talked about, we're like, do we want to move away? And we're like, well, we sell at a premium, we buy at a premium, or we just move further out.
Yeah.
Like we bought in 19 just before the bubble, and then we refied in 2021 just before that as well. So
That's what we did.
we went from 30-year to 20-year, 3%. And we're like, we're never going to leave now.
so-
We're stuck.
we got locked into a 3.
Because that's one of the things is like you could, like you said, sell at a premium, but the only way that makes sense is if you downgrade your living conditions and you move further out and it's cheaper or whatever, smaller house, whatever. But if you're doing something like upgrade or comparable, you're going to lose out. You might as well just chill.
Granted, I just got a downgrade. I lost my gardener the other day.
Yeah. Oh, did he move out?
Yeah, he did.
I let him go.
Oh, really?
Yeah, he got a place, and so I hit him up like the next week, and I was like, "Hey, there's still some stuff here that's yours. Also, it's Saturday. I'm probably gonna mow if you want to come by."
Dang.
He's like, "Nah, can't make it. Got to work."
I could hook you up with my guy. It's my dad.
Yeah, that's cool.
All you have to do is pay him in Coors Light.
So now the only thing that's different is Leah can walk around naked because I was already doing that when he was still there.
Yes.
It's like yesterday we went to.
I didn't know he moved because we were talking about. It's been forever since I've had a roommate, so I was kind of iffy about it in the first place. You know, I'm looking to move closer to Nashville, and he works there. So we had mentioned a couple of times about that, and I was looking for places, and so I was like, maybe we could just be roommates, and I could find a better place because you can share the cost of that. But I kind of forgot that he also still has his daughter. So that changed the math a little bit. I was like, well, she'll need a room too. And I was like, yeah.
You did watch the video we sent the other day, and you're like, dual incomes. Let's
Right.
let's get
That's
married.
true,
We don't have to
yeah.
be gay or
I
anything.
tell you that. I'd be like, B, listen.
That's what I told. That's
just
what I
do
told
this
my
thing.
wife. I said, if you leave me or God forbid something happens to us, I'm marrying Zach.
Yep.
Combined our funds, have a harem of women and toys.
I'll put.
I was already talking
B,
core 4. Like I was like, quad incomes. What can we do then?
I'll put B and his daughter on my insurance. I don't give a fuck.
I just don't want beard on my neck.
Right,
I'm fine.
that's it. We just
I'll shave.
wanna
Don't
cut
worry.
We're gonna act like a married couple in every way except for that. That's
Yeah,
it.
perfect.
We'll go to pumpkin patches and farmers markets
My
on the
holding
weekend.
hands.
Whatever. I don't
Yeah.
care.
Yep.
Live to make others uncomfortable. Great.
Exactly. That's the ticket.
Just say horrible things to each other. The banter back and forth.
Yeah, exactly.
You can't stop love.
Exactly. I'm gonna fuck you in the mouth, but not really.
Not actually gonna.
Not
well,
actually gonna do it.
I'll wait till you're asleep. But
Right, it's easier. You won't struggle. Dude, we were talking about prices of stuff. We went to Jenkins and Wynn yesterday, and I was in their showroom, and they had one of those brand new Lincoln Navigators, and I was like, let me just curious. Fully loaded, it was 106. 106. I was like, this is Clarksville, guys. 106 grand.
That's insane.
So I did a little quick calculator on my phone. I was like, it was 7.5%. I was like, I'm being really nice here because it's probably closer to 9. Was 0 down, whatever. It was going to be like almost $1,600 a month,
Bro.
and you'd pay almost 41 grand in interest over the course of. I did 8 year, with it being that new, and then I went out front. I was looking at F-250, just looking. I like to look at toys, and I was like, let me just see what a base F-250 was 68.9, and then the really loaded one was 90. I was like, dude, I went to look at F-150 and it was 74.
I'm hoping my truck just fucking lasts till
It will.
it calms down because I just can't. I don't want to do that.
we were just talking about it yesterday. If you wait 6 months or a year or something, if you actually want something, either Carvana or CarMax, one is either merging, selling, bankrupting. So
Yeah.
it's about to just tank
There
the
you-
market. And it's going to help everything.
I've heard CarMax is
Yes.
pretty sweet. My wife bought a car from CarMax years ago. I've never bought a car from there. The Tundra I got in lucky before all the craziness. I got it right around where truck prices were still pretty high, but the rates were way better than they are right now. Like I tried to do a refi and they're like, we can't beat what you have now.
I went to the Tacoma. I wanted to do a Tundra, and like Zach, I'd driven his once just to see, like, do I
Yeah.
want this or not? But I was going from a little Mazda 3, and I was like, that's just a little bit too much of a jump. It also was a lifted Tundra. I was like, yeah, I'll just go with Tacoma.
My brother, yeah, I had a Tacoma.
long haul truck driver here. I got
Yeah, I had a 14 Tacoma that I traded for the Tundra because the cab space was killing me. Like once My wife, my daughter was in there, and then if I went riding, all my gear, it was just so tight. But I love the truck. It was the most capable vehicle. Like we took them off-roading in Chattanooga. It was awesome. Now I love the Tundra, but my brother just got a 22 Tacoma, same color as yours. He loves it. They're sweet.
As soon as we got it, like we're big outdoors. We like hiking, camping, backpacking, all that stuff. So we were out in Montana last year, and we've done a couple of the rooftop overlanding stuff.
Oh, that's
so.
cool.
As soon as we get back, the wife's on Marketplace, and she immediately finds a bed rack and tent, and he's like, it will only fit a 15 to 19 Tacoma. I was like, oh, I got a 17. Oh, it might just fit. We'll see. We'll just stick the tip in. Just check it out.
Yeah, check out see how it feels. Just for a second. Just for a second.
So I did that, and I've used it like twice in like the last 2 years.
Is
I'm
it
like,
pretty?
damn.
Is it pretty cool to camp that way?
It is.
There are videos all over the internet for it, and they even do it in the big tundras too, like the overlanding. But it's just that seems like quite an investment to get all that.
I got a deal from the guy because it was like $1,000 tent, $1,000 bed rack, but I got it for $1,000 combined.
Oh, that's
He had
good.
used it like 18 times over 5-6 years, and he's like, I'm just not using it enough. We're about to have a kid, so he sold it to me for a deal, and now we're not using it that much, and we don't have kids. I'm like, well, why the hell not?
That's cool though. Yeah, they're sweet trucks, man.
It's
You
definitely
can't
worth
beat-
it.
The Toyotas, any Toyota is awesome. I won't have anything else unless it's a newer Tundra. I love my truck.
That's the way to go, though, if you're doing a lot of that. Especially if you don't have kids, that's the way to go. I saw a lot of people doing that, even like in Alaska when I went on that trip. They didn't have kids, to where you have that just the truck. But
Oh, dude, those Tacomas
much
come with
easier.
so much shit factory too. Like Jacob has got like crawl mode and all that shit on it too. It's nuts. I love how it's got an outlet in the bed. It's awesome.
Speaking of not having kids, it's always fun when you're at the family things like, so when are y'all going to have them? Be like, well, we're trying. It's like, what do they say next? Like, congrats on the sex?
Yeah.
Was that just a polite way to say like cream pies for days?
Yeah. It's funny.
Exactly.
It's funny. I was talking to my buddy about that, and if someone always says like we're trying, and I'm like, you're having a lot of unprotected sex, leaving it in there. Good for you.
Good for you.
Yeah, because it just sounds
Doing a lot of soaking.
yeah. Filled her up to the brim.
It's like you do it, then you're like, really want to just put her on your boobs, though. Once you go in, though, you never go back.
Yeah, that's true.
Doing a lot of where I leave the room and she just lays there inverted so she doesn't come
There
out.
is. It's funny you say that. There is whole
I know.
shit dedicated to that, like different ways. Like you have to you can tie their legs up to the ceiling fan, and it turns them just the right way as they're.
When there's, did somebody say? I heard there was like an old wives' tale where it was like if you do it doggy, it's going to be a boy or something like that.
Well, what's the movie where he says you can't if she's on top, she can't get pregnant because that's gravity.
Right, gravity falls down. Right, that's it, right? It falls
I
out.
forget what movie where he said that. He's like, can't get her pregnant.
So the only practical way is to do pile driver.
Right.
That's it.
Right.
I almost broke a pelvis attempting pile driver on the back of a recliner, as you were talking about recliners earlier. Also almost broke myself. We laid on the floor for a while, and then Scott came out from the back room with whoever he was with at the time, and he's like, y'all okay? But like, yeah, we're good. Just
I'm just icing this.
give us
Almost,
a minute.
almost broke my penis.
I'm icing my back right now. We're resting. Yeah, dude, that's funny. Speaking of pile driver, you can get those like position books, or you'll get ads on the algorithm because all that gross shit we watch on Instagram or whatever. But it'll show like different moves, and I'm like, I don't know how anyone is physically capable of a lot of these.
Have any of you ever had a sex injury at all?
I have not.
Okay, so never pulled a muscle, like fell off the bed and like busted your knee or whatever. Nothing. No sex injuries.
I felt embarrassed sometimes, but
Okay.
not. Why have you?
No. Well,
I've heard of like Sex in the ER. I've watched some of that show before, and there's some wild
Yeah.
shit. But I myself have never had an injury.
I mean, have I ever told the chocolate cake story?
No, we have not.
I have not told the chocolate
We-
cake story.
Not on
we always
not
go-
on mic, but I've
Not
heard
on mic.
it.
You've
I've heard it.
You've
I've heard it.
before.
We've
Okay.
it's we don't.
I think I was
we did-
saving
well,
this up for one of one
I
of
think
you
it was
guys to
when
be on.
Doo-Doo gets here, but we've talked about sharing the story, but we didn't know if we were going to because it's
For the
a lot.
record, chocolate cake was not with me.
Nor
Since
me.
you were waiting for doo-doo.
Nor
Yeah, it's true. It was not.
So
I was
I
not-
don't. That's up to you to share. I don't.
I mean, I don't care. I was just really kind of saving it for a special occasion.
Well,
I guess.
this is a special
All
occasion.
right, so fuck it. We were talking about sex, and it actually ties into the. Well, not really.
I don't think that was sort of tie into anything.
It doesn't tie into anything.
Just time to the fan. That's all.
Yeah, so I think this was. I think it was a random night. I was staying in a. It was like a de facto frat house. It was like 5 fraternity brothers in one house.
A demilitarized zone.
Pretty much. It was party all the time kind of thing. That sounded really weird the way I said that. But anyway, so it was one of those random nights. It was probably a Tuesday where, we were all going out. We come back to the house, and I'm just smashed. Schmammered. And, I have a girl that's with me that's kind of like, I guess, my
+1.
My +1 at the time. Yes.
You're welcome.
My multiple +1 at the time. Right. So we were +1ing for a while there. And so I get back to the place, and one of my fraternity brothers, it was his birthday. And so if you've ever been in Greek life, like a lot of the sorority girls, whenever it's like one of the brothers' birthday, they'll like make him treats and stuff like that. So one of the girls had made him like a ginormous chocolate birthday cake. Right. Well, I guess it was uneaten, and it was laying out there, and I'm super drunk. What's one of the things when you're super drunk, you get hungry, you need something on your stomach, and I see this like beautiful chocolate cake, right? So I go in and I start dominating this fucking chocolate cake.
Eating it, by the way.
Eating it, right. Not fucking it.
Not laying himself in it.
Exactly right.
What do you do when you're drunk?
Not rolling
Jason
around
Biggs
in
style?
it, rubbing it on my body. No. I started eating it.
Was it German? Did it speak dirty to you?
Right, exactly. I look like a little pig.
Just roll around in it.
Exactly. But no, I started eating, shimmying it.
He sat on it.
Have you ever seen those?
OnlyFans.
Have you ever seen those
He was the
videos? Cake farts? No, maybe. You know what I'm talking about? Where girls would sit on cakes and then fart. Okay, little sidebar.
What you thought that OnlyFans was back in the day?
No, you paid to sit on
Essentially,
things.
you paid to sit on things.
I really did think for the longest
that was
time
like OG OnlyFans, right? They were pioneers in the field. So anyway, I'm hammered. I'm just destroying this chocolate cake. Now, as I've told this story over the years, it has progressed from like I had a very large slice of chocolate cake to like half of it to the whole fucking thing.
So do we know, confirm?
I don't.
We don't know?
I was like really drunk, so I had a healthy amount. We'll put it this way. It was a very large piece
Quarter
of
cake.
chocolate cake, probably a quarter. Right. I probably was like cut. You know what I'm saying? I wasn't,
Were you like the shallow how cut?
Yeah, right.
Just gonna take a little piece of it.
Right, exactly. She takes like the rest of it. Yeah, it was probably like that. So I'm like killing this chocolate cake, and I've got my +1 with me. She did not have any cake. So anyway, so after I've had my cake, there's only one thing left to do, and that's to have sex.
Of course.
After you had your cake, you got to eat it too.
With my with my +1, of course.
My +1.
Right. So we go back to my room, and we're doing the thing, and we end up doing a little doggy style action.
Sure.
Right. And so that's one of my favorite positions.
Okay.
I actually like to do a lot of positions. It's almost like it's almost like Brazilian jiu-jitsu. There's a lot of moves and grapples happening. Right.
Listen up, ladies.
Right. Just saying.
Listen up.
I like to move around. I like to just stay in one position. I get bored. But anyway, so we've ended up doggy position, and I'm doing my thing. I'm doing my 2-inch strokes.
But they're powerful.
They're powerful.
Right. 2 inches does a lot of damage at 200 miles an hour.
Exactly.
It does.
Like I'm like a jackrabbit. Yeah. But anyway, because of that though, there's a lot of motion going on. So
Yeah.
I'm drunk. I've had a lot of chocolate cake sitting right on my stomach.
And
I am
your bowels are usually
yeah,
questionable.
and the motion of the ocean is taking effect. Okay. So
Sugar and alcohol.
Yeah. And so, I'm trying to pleasure this lovely woman. My +1. And so I got to keep going, Well, I can feel it gurgling up. This cake does not want to stay where it's at. It's coming. And the only thing I could do, like it all of a sudden it hit me like just a brick. And all of a sudden it comes up and I have to like lean over this girl and projectile vomit what looks like black tar that like killed the dinosaurs. You know what I mean? Like black
They're
tar.
stuck in it.
Right. Exactly. Like the tar pits of California. It projectile vomits over this lady.
That's what killed the Brontosaurus in Land Before Time. What the hell?
And hits the blinds on the window next to my bed and then trails down the wall. Like it looked like
Were you still stroking?
It looked like that. Oh yeah. I stayed inside the entire time.
So
I did exactly.
All 2 inches grip.
All 2 inches.
All 2 inches.
Gorilla grip.
Then,
plus
and
one
then
had that.
once like it hit the wall and was running down, I was like, well, the mood's kind of killed. It's over.
And are you allowed? Do you throw up loud or quiet?
Oh no, I'm allowed though.
I am too. Like it sounds like I'm being stabbed.
Oh yeah. So
Okay.
what it probably looked like, it probably looked like
Nat Geo.
like Jurassic Park when Newman gets hit by the fucking
Start chittering.
my fucking fins come out and I shoot like acid at the dude. That's what it looks like. That's probably what it looked like. But like,
Hopefully your plus one looked a lot better than that.
So I remember whenever I moved out of that place, I remember like we cleaned it up or whatever. I think we ended up, I don't know. I want to say that was mood killer. There was no going back from that. Is either that was it or we were like cleaned it up and like still want to go at it. Like, I probably could have been one or the other, but we cleaned it up. But I remember when I moved out, you could still see like a hint of where it was. It kind of stained the walls slightly.
That's what it's like.
Yes. Actually, can you send me that picture?
Yes,
Absolutely.
that's right.
Send me that so I can use it for the post.
Yes,
Please.
right, exactly.
Hold on. There was more.
Yeah, so
There was something more to that.
well, there's another story where I did that for the first time. Well, I know what you're getting at.
Okay,
for the first time.
So totally. Okay.
So
my
what's
bad.
happened over the years is those two stories have like merged together.
Okay.
Right? To where they didn't actually happen on the same night.
Okay.
They happen on different nights. But I've been kind of like, the stories end up merging together because it's easier to tell too. But yeah, that was, so I'm not going to get into that.
Okay.
One.
Yeah. Don't. Okay,
But,
that's what I thought we were about to do. And I was like, we talked about that. Like, we probably shouldn't do that one.
Yeah.
Now everybody's going to piss.
That one's
pussy
like,
tell it.
like as graphic as that one is, like that one is also, that one's worse.
Pretty bad.
That was worse.
That's pretty.
And so, yeah, it's the reason why I'll never do that again. But we'll save that for another episode. Maybe to the 100th episode, I'll reveal that one, I guess.
The road to 100.
Yeah, Road 100.
Okay. All right.
But yeah, so that was the chocolate cake story. And so, of course, fraternity brothers come in, whoever else was in the house, and they come in like, well, Zach, fucking look at this shit. It was like a whole thing.
Yeah. As you're naked still.
Yeah, 100%. I think during like one of our like fraternity meetings, like they told the story, how they do. So that was great. Well, fast forward, like that was anytime someone said chocolate cake, it was in reference to that story. Like I was known for that, right? Well, there was one year that I was having a birthday. I think it was my birthday. Yeah, it was my birthday. And like I had my family there, my nieces and nephews, and then I had like all my friends there too. So that was mistake number one. But we have dinner. It's fine. It's nice, right? The waiter comes around. It's like, would anybody like any dessert, right? And then someone says, like, Zach, you want some chocolate cake? And I was like, no. I'm only shaking my head. I'm like, I don't want chocolate cake, right? My niece, who's sitting at the table, goes, I would love some chocolate cake. And everybody's like,
Oh, yeah.
right?
I can see it now.
Right? And so she's, I don't know, like 8. And so she picks up on that when she says chocolate cake,
There's laughter.
There's laughter. And so she keeps saying, chocolate cake, chocolate cake. And my buddy Scott, he cannot fucking contain himself. He's like laughing so hard. And my family doesn't know what the hell that
nervous
means
system
at all.
is shutting down.
Has no idea. Yeah, exactly. His nervous system shutting down. That he has to excuse himself and go to the bathroom just to laugh.
Let's just say, at least it was a girl.
Right, exactly right.
So funny.
Right. Nobody in my family, they're gonna, if they listen to the episode, they're gonna know now. But nobody in my family knew what the hell was going on. They just thought Scott was weird. So
Well, I told this story. I think this has been. I don't know if I went into detail about it, but when I had my V card taken, like it happened so fast, and like, and she was not a virgin. Yeah, she. Yeah, no, shocker. No, so it lasted, I don't know, the whole entire interaction was like, I don't know, 26 seconds. Both times. Like it was, yeah. And that's when I'd like confess, like, oh, by the way, I'm a virgin, obviously. Which then her face was relieved. Like, that makes a lot of sense.
Right.
Well, then apparently my friends found at the time, and I drove a F-250, one of the square body trucks with a big tailgate. They had wrote speed stick on the bottom of my tailgate with their finger, which would not come off even after washing. So you'd go to rinse it, and it said speed stick stuck on the back of my fucking truck.
At least that was just your V card story. That's every other day still. When he talks about changing positions and he's like, "Oh, this one's my favorite," I was like, "That's just to prolong it.
That's
Make it last
exactly
3
right.
minutes,
That's
not 30 seconds."
usually 100%.
Usually it's just belly. What is it? Belly to belly
Yeah,
missionary.
100%. Yeah, exactly. You got if you pull ladies, listen, if we pull out and be like, I just want to eat you out, that's because we need a break.
When you've been married a long time, you just tell them like, I need a second.
I need to say it. That's true.
Well, she's like, "No, actually, hurry up. I have things to do still."
Oh yeah.
He just loves going down on me. It's amazing. Like, no, it's because I can't.
What's funny is
last.
you can do it. You can be like, because it feels awesome. I can't hold on. Okay, give me a second.
Exactly. In fact, this is your fault.
Right. Shame on you.
So
You have nobody to blame but yourself.
I guess I'll lead in with the sex story as well. Then, so I was out with Scott B, a couple other people at Sam's in Hendersonville, and we're
This
sitting.
is good.
It's a good time. It's
I
a
just
fun
went there
time.
like 2 weeks ago.
Oh yeah.
There are other places. We'll take you other places. Sam's is kind of like the locals only now, almost. It feels that way.
Wait,
You walk
is
in,
this
and
the
everybody's
same-
like,
Sam's Bar and Grill, right? Like
Yeah, right next to the
Yeah.
Indian Lake. Yeah.
Okay, yeah. Okay, got it.
So we're there, and it's later in the night, and this woman keeps popping over to our table, a little bit older, and she's just like, "This guy's trying to hit on me," and we're just like, "Okay, whatever."
Little bigger, little secret.
And she's like, "He asked for my number," and she's like, "I told him it's 8675309." And we're like, "Oh, like the song? Oh, we get
Don't
it."
say.
You're so cool and relevant.
And then she came back and told the story to us like 3 more times, the same story. And then one time she actually told the number. Well, I'm a little like Zach, where I have a little bit photographic, and this time I was like, "Oh, so this," and she's like, "Yeah." So I text her, like, she had already left. Her friend drug her out of the bar. She was hammered. Older, rather attractive woman. I was in my late 20s. So I'm riding home. B's in the car with me, and I text. I was like, "Hey, where'd you go?" And she's like, "My apartment across the way. Bring Chardonnay."
Awfully specific.
I was
She didn't
like,
ask for your name, or just like
She knows what
I'm
gets
on
like
it.
murder going.
Cougar Chaser wine.
Chardonnay.
So I get back to the apartment, and Braden's like, "You have to go." And I was like,
can hear him
"No,
now.
I really don't want to." I was like,
surprised he didn't swoop in.
"I don't want to do this." And he's like, "No, you have to." And he told Scott, and he's like, "No, you have to." And so begrudgingly, I go down the stairs. I take off. I go buy 2 bottles of Chardonnay because I was like, "She needs one. I need one too." So get there. I'm talking to her. She's like telling me her life story and hammered, and she's not drinking at all. So I was like, "I'm just gonna chug both these bottles of Chardonnay. I'll just do what I do." Try to man up for all this. Along the lines, I learned, which just never happened. I hate it. But she had a daughter that was in physical therapy school at Vol State the same time Scott was actually going back to get that. And I was like, "Scott, you need to meet her and introduce me so I can try to go for the
Get the combo.
whole thing." Didn't happen. But that night got very weird. So went and did the deed. And I was like, "Well, I'm going to go now." And she's like, she's recently divorced. She's like, "No, just stay here with me. Stay here. Love me." I was like,
Oh, like that I love. Nope.
I was like, "I am no." And she's like, "No, do." So I proceed to do it 2 or 3 more times till she passes out, drunk. I was like pretty proud of myself. I was like 3 or 4 times in one night. So I go back to the bathroom, change clothes, and I'm sitting there. I look over, and her phone's there, and I was like, So I go in. I was like, "Oh, she has no password at all to this." So I delete my number.
how it works.
I remove the text trail. I take both the bottles of wine with me, and I leave and MacGyver that shit like with a paperclip and a rubber band. And I was like, she woke up the next day. I was like, "Why do I feel this way? What happened?"
No evidence
Got her.
whatsoever. You're like a ghost in the night.
She's like, why can't I walk?
But I found out she was a GILF. Like she had 2 daughters. One that was in the PT school, and then another one that actually had like a 1-year-old. I was like, she's only like a mid-40s cougar. I was like, checked that one off the list.
There you
She's
go.
pretty killer, dude.
I didn't know about it. I kind of like the erasing your existence.
That's smart. With no
It's really
hesitation.
funny.
If
That's
anything,
right.
it's her fault for not having a password.
Right. You call it, is that like a ghost fuck? Like, what is that? That's amazing.
I think so.
I love that.
I had to till she did.
I love that. That's amazing.
Yeah, no, Sam's is good. I just went there a couple weeks ago. I used to actually stomp around in Hendersonville a lot. That's where I first started getting tattooed. Was at Second
Stomp
Skin.
around. What the fuck?
Okay.
Yeah, like that's where I used to hang out. I used to call it stomp around. You know what I mean? Not literally like look at me, but that's where I used to hang out because I used to hang out in Rivergate area too. But we went to Hendersonville all the time. I like that area.
Silverado, back in the day when you could all you can drink from like specifically 5 to 7 p.m. And then they're like, it's 7 p.m., guys. You can't have any more. But you're like, I just pounded 12 beers. It's only 7 p.m. on a Saturday.
Damn.
What are we doing now?
It's early. Yeah, that area is cool.
Yep, I dig it. But you got any fun, crazy sex stories? I think you've told them all.
I share a lot. Not like, I wouldn't say crazy, like, because I didn't like run around, and I don't have anything like you just told. That's a great one.
Mine are all gross.
Mine are usually like, I'm embarrassed. I've done
I've
something.
never done
stupid.
anything actually cool where it's like, oh yeah, he knows how to do the sex. I'm like, no, mine are all fucked up.
No, I don't. No, ever. I've never been like, he's a tomcat. Like,
No one is ever.
He's just
gonna
happy to
stay
be
with it.
here.
I'm just exactly. Sometimes I get overexcited and I start
like-
vomiting.
shoot black tar out of my mouth. No, not really, man. Like, all my friends had like crazy stories. Like, I remember one friend walked up one day. He was like, "We're like, what's wrong?" He was like, "I had sex like 6 times a day." I'm like, I was like, "It's 2." I was like, "Yeah, I know. We started early." Like, but he like looked physically
got up at 4.
exhausted. Yeah, really playing this out.
Went for a jog.
Or you hear somebody talking about, yeah, she let me like come in her face. I'm like, damn, man.
I've never done that. I can't do that.
I can't. I think it's kind of degrading.
Yeah, I can't do that because I'm gonna want to like because I'm gonna forget that I just like
Yeah.
and then I'm gonna like kiss your face and like no.
Well, you're gonna think it's cool. It's like Shane Gillis, isn't it? Like,
Yeah.
you think it's gonna be awesome. It's not.
I've always felt it was degrading, the same thing you said. And
Yeah, just
I've
like-
done it one time in the shower after I convinced someone to, and I was just like, I'm going to do it. And it's like, I don't even want to.
You know your face, like you try to look big serious. You know you're like you Popeye, so you can't really aim great. You know.
Oh yeah.
No, I never got a chance to do that. I don't really have any.
No, it's
That'll never work.
it's like forgetting Sir Martian. No, I'd just rather be my L on some TDs.
right. Pee my on some TDs.
That's a great movie.
Yeah, no. I've talked about this before. I was always very good at the pull and pray. So the only place my my guys ever landed was
Your plus one.
was back or stomach. That was it. Or these days, aloe infused tissue.
Makes me think of the
No, tissues are great.
the Chappelle skit where he's like, "You ever been with a girl where she's like, come in my shoe?" It's like, come in the fish tank. Like, oh no, he's eating it.
That's right. That's one of his newer ones too. That's
Yeah.
funny. This psycho over here likes to stand in front of the toilet and just right into the bowl.
I think everybody should.
Is it? I feel like it's kind of a psycho move. I don't know anybody else that does that. Do you do that? You just like right in the toilet bowl?
Not into the toilet bowl. I have trouble doing it when I'm standing. I have to sit.
Yeah,
before
right. Yeah. I gotta
have to-
relax. I can't stand.
Gotta
think
set the mood, turn
I
the
don't
lights.
sit. I got shit to do. Like I'm not here. I'm not here for the long haul. I need to be effective. Get the fuck out of there. Sitting
feel like
down,
you-
sitting down and
That sounds like you've got like a tool belt on. And
Yeah.
you like got full work attire
Yeah.
going on, and you're like doing something outside. And be like, I gotta jerk off. You just run to the bathroom.
Doom, doom.
and then I'm done.
And you're done.
Doom, doom.
I got shit to do.
Yeah, dude, I got stuff to do.
It's like
man.
straight Lowe's commercial.
Because I feel like if you sit down, it's like I'm gonna go ahead and get some candles.
You gotta
lit.
get relaxed.
Candles lit. Like I need.
Have some
my shoulders
Chardonnay.
A little bit. Just have 2 bottles of Chardonnay. Yeah, like,
It's the scene from 40-year-old virgin stroking the picture. Just
Yeah.
set it down. Put on the silk pajamas.
let me turn all my characters around.
All of a sudden you hear in the background, "Hello."
Is it me you're looking for?
Oh, it is.
I like how he never did it. And then didn't he end up calling the poison control hotline? He's like, you can take a lit match and take the amber and put it on the tip of your penis to help. They're like, he said, or you can have sex. No, I can't do that.
I've had an erection for 4 hours. How many pills did you take? Oh, I didn't take any.
And then they say you can flick it.
Fuck it. Yeah.
God, I wish they would make some more movies like that. Like Knocked Up and all those were so good.
I feel like they kind of are. Like I did watch No Hard Feelings with.
I feel like that was close. Yeah.
that was close.
There was some.
That was close.
Some
There's
of the
there's
banter was. I love the man sitter.
Yeah.
When they started going back and forth was awesome. See, I had bought it. It was like $11. 3 days later, it came out on Netflix.
Yeah, of course.
Naturally. But that was a good one. I enjoyed that a lot.
I feel like they're kind of coming back a little
That
bit.
nude beach scene, I was rolling.
yeah.
I was not
I know.
expecting
I
that.
watched it after y'all talked
At
about it,
all.
so I was like, ready for it. I was like, okay, here it goes down. It's about to be a fight.
Dude, when they fought on the beach, it was insane.
Yeah, and you're like, oh yeah, Jennifer Lawrence, like nude scene. Yeah, it's gonna be hot. It's not.
Not hot
at all.
It's not hot at all. It's crazy.
The way she's fighting in the scene, it reminds me a lot of just the scene from It when the old crazy lady's running at you.
Yeah, right.
I was like, that's what the fight scene was like. I was like, it's not even a fight. Come here, egg boy.
It's like that. Yeah.
Oh, that shit was so messed up in theaters too. When she was in there with the cookies and she like scurries across naked, and all of a sudden you hear the dude. That like
Note to self: never get cookies from an old
90.
lady.
No.
oh, she's like, it's so hot in here. She like boils
You
on her
got,
chest.
you got a cookie from an old lady.
What is it?
She was mid-40s. Come on, and she doesn't even know I did because I left.
Exactly. It's just figment. You're a figment of her
I
imagination.
still like the phone. He's like, I deleted the entire trail.
That's amazing.
I just looked over. I
That.
was like, I could just erase everything. I'm not even here.
It's like a living here.
And he's like, now I need to put a pillow over her face.
Yeah. Just nut and evaporate like in Harry Potter. Just disappear.
Use some of the dust.
Right. Does it smell like chloroform to you? Knock her out. That sounds a little rapey.
Didn't they do that on Two Bears, One Cave? They would call Dr. Drew how to make chloroform, or can it? Oh, they asked, can it kill you if they do it to themselves?
No, I didn't hear that.
Yeah. They called Dr. Drew, and he was like, "You probably don't want to do that." He's like, "I know, but if we were going to, like, how severe would it be?"
I like that how Dr. Drew, he's like, was on, he had his show, Dr. Drew. He's like a medical professional and he gave advice or whatever. But now he's like in the second act of his career, he's like a guest on like Your Mom's House with Tom Segura and his wife talking about disgusting shit.
Yeah, they're awesome.
It's amazing. I love that that's his
It's the
second
best.
act.
He and then Taj, I didn't know had a podcast, has a show.
I saw that the other day.
I didn't know that. He was interviewing his wife's. I can never say it right.
Tosh 2.0.
The OBGYN.
Oh
right?
yeah,
How you say
the
that?
gyno.
Yeah, thank you. Yeah. Apparently, he was like, "How do you?" It was asking him all kinds of questions. I guess he's gay. But he was asking him questions about trying to make his wife squirt. Like, what can I do?
Yeah, right. Right. It's like, what is it? It's like, I know it's not pee.
Right.
It's something else.
Explain it to me. So, what's the commonality between a pizza delivery guy and a gyno? They can both smell it, but they can't eat it.
Yes. Yes.
That's pretty good. I like that.
I had a buddy that was hooking up this girl. It was the same buddy that I lived with in Ashford Place. We ended up getting a house together. Sounds gay the way I said that. But we were renting a house, and he had a girl over, and I also had my plus one. I think it was the same plus one at the time.
Okay.
And, we were doing the deed or whatever. Well, I ended up going out into the hall, after post-coitus water break,
Okay.
you get a little dehydrated.
Couldn't afford
you have some
Gatorade.
water, right? You gotta clear the pipes. You gotta pee. So, right. Couldn't afford Gatorade. Get the fuck out of here. I could barely afford rent. But,
Or water.
Or water. There's a bill to that, too. You know that? They charge you for
He had
water.
the typical
It's
frat
fucking
guy's
crazy.
fridge is mayo, ketchup, eggs, and then beer. Nothing correlates.
100%. Exactly. And the eggs and the mayo is to make sandwiches. But anyway.
Oh, that's what it's for.
Oh. No, I go out into the hallway and I'm like, oh, what the fuck is that? Like, there's like a noticeable kind of like fishy smell, and I mean it is, like when you smell it, you know what that is.
You talking about crotchy?
Little crotchy,
Little crotchy.
right?
Okay.
Well, it was my buddy. It was in his room was right next to mine. Was with a girl, and he told me like we had to open the windows in the house. It was that bad. And he told me like whenever he was like having sex with her, he had like her legs like up on his shoulders or whatever, like this. He's doing his thing, and then he like opened her legs to like put them down or whatever, and was like gonna go go in missionary, and he was like nope, and he put it back up. It's just too much.
I thought he was going to say he was going to clasp his nose with her ankles.
Right.
Like just let me pinch this.
Right, exactly.
Ooh, that is.
I'm having a great time.
Are you trying to take a pill right now? No.
He goes to finish. She's like, "Are you into it?" And he's like, "This is something I'm trying." Dude, that is bad.
Yeah, it was rough. So yeah, we had to legit like open the windows for that one. And that was when I would
Did y'all call her fish sticks after that?
right. We never saw her again.
The old
Let's
fish
put it that
sticks.
way.
Do you like fish sticks? You're a gay fish.
Right? Fuck, fish stick smell would have been better than that shit. But yeah, that was kind of the first time where I was like, oh, so that can be real bad.
apparently
I didn't
it can.
realize.
Yeah.
Did y'all ever try to make the other uncomfortable when they would go back to do the deed and you just be there after? Me and Scott, so he had a girl over, Lime Girl, met her at Sonic.
Okay.
We
Line girl.
on a Sunday you can't buy beer in Florence, so we had bought beer the day before and we're like, we really need some limes because we have like a case of Coronas at the place. And
yes.
So we went through the Sonic line and we order a normal hangover breakfast and he's like, can we get extra limes? And we
30
just
of
do this every single week. Like we go back here. Eventually got Lime Girl's number, so she was back in at the place, and his college best friend, female, was that came over at the same time. Me and her were hanging out in the living room. I was like, how awkward it'd be if we're just sitting out here eating like Burger King and just watching porn when they come out.
Oh my gosh.
Just casually sitting on the couch, just like, oh, good scene.
Yeah, exactly. Did you guys try this back in there?
Like, guys, have a seat. No, y'all did shit like that to y'all's fraternity brothers too there, though. Would they just walk out, or somebody would bring somebody over and y'all just be naked in the living room?
Oh yeah, we used to do fun little skits to where it was that same house where chocolate cake happened. That one of my fraternity brothers, he was tall and attractive but kind of dumb. So he was easy, gullible, and we'd love to pick on him. Well, he also being tall and attractive, he would have like a different girl every couple of weeks or whatever. Well, it was one of them he was going to be bringing over. And he kind of told us ahead of time, which was a mistake. He was like, "Hey guys, I'm bringing this girl over. Like, just so you know, like,
Be cool.
be cool.
Yeah, like,
No crazy shit."
We'll be the opposite of that.
And we were like, "You fucked up." so
We're here for the gangbang.
right. Me and two of the other brothers, we decided to plan this skit that involved full frontal male nudity.
of course I did.
Of course, it did. That's the best weapon we
You
have.
say full like it's a lot.
Right. No, it's adequate male nudity. So the way it worked is one of my buddies was sitting on the couch and he had like a blanket over him. And he was the oldest of the group. And he kind of like pulled his pants down a little bit just where his ass was showing, right?
Right.
And but he was covered over. He was with the blanket and he was sitting on the couch. And then my other buddy, he was sitting on the couch with like a blanket or whatever. But he had like drop trowel, like he was like down to his ankles or down to his knees. So one of my so they were all sitting in the living room. This girl comes in. He's sitting with her with the big idiot, and they're still like watching TV. Well, they had the volume like really low, and my roommate was like, he was like, oh, man, I can't hear this. Like, somebody got the remote. Where's the remote? And we acted like, I can't find the remote. Where he's like, I guess I got it. So he stands up to go like turn it on. And of course his bare ass is showing the entire time. Right. And so he's like turning up the volume, but he acts like nothing is going on. And then he goes back and sit down. And of course everybody's like,
Stayed in character, right?
Stayed in character. Everybody's like giggling or whatever. And he's like, it's like, what are y'all laughing at? He's like, you got it. Like, he's like, what are you talking about? Like, why? What's so funny? And so they're like everybody's like laughing at the situation, but he's acting like he's upset by the situation. So he gets up and like leaves, and he's like, oh, it's like I was like, this is my own house. I'm not gonna be laughed at. Blah 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 blah. Whatever he does his thing. Well, my other roommate who's got his shit down, he throws the fucking blanket off. He's like, I can't believe this shit. How dare you do this to my roommate? And he walks out with his cock flying around and just storms out. Now mine was like the coup de grace, right? I am upstairs fully naked. Nothing on. I come storming down the fucking stairs, about to kill myself. And then I go right into the middle of the room and was like, what is all the ruckus going on? And then I just fucking get the fuck out of there. We never saw that girl again.
I wish you would have had tennis shoes on. Just tennis shoes.
Just issues. No, I was full on naked. But yeah, I did. We do shit like that just to embarrass
There's
him.
no way I could do that.
We never saw that girl
way I
again.
could do that. Even then, I couldn't do that.
My only question,
thinking back
to all
on it,
that-
I was naked a lot unnecessarily back then.
My only question was like, how long was the prep work? Were y'all just sitting around like, oh, they're supposed to be over here like an hour ago?
You were naked for 3 hours.
For 3 hours, we're just standing there. I'm just standing at the top of the stairs, like
You start stretching on the railing. Like, my back is killing me, dude. I've been standing here for hours.
It's funny. No, I think we knew she was coming up, so we prepped real quick. But that's funny.
I was naked a lot as well back in the day. At our apartment, me and Scott, we went ski dipping with the girls at our apartment complex. Also, Scott was the culprit of everything in our apartment. When he was moving out, we had this big blowout party, and the property manager's like, so we got a lot of calls about some people running around naked and this big party back there. I was like, oh yeah, I'm really sorry. Scott's moving out. And she's like, oh, he's leaving? Okay, great. Yeah. I was like, kids will be kids. I saw him out there. I didn't know who it was. It was me. My cat got out of the apartment, and I was chasing the cat around the complex naked.
Right. Oh my god. And I was crazy that I did a lot of that shit because I didn't have that much to show. I'm definitely not a shower, so I just don't know why I was that fucking naked. I just didn't care.
I never did that. I've never done that.
We used to do, bets whenever we would play Pong or any other kind of drinking game. And it was like, if you lose, you got to streak around the house. Well,
And you're like, I'll give a fuck about
I don't give a fuck
win
about
or lose.
I was like, it doesn't matter. Exactly. Like if I lose, not that big a deal because I was going to do it anyway. If I win, I get to see you naked, which is usually the girls on the other side. It was awesome.
No.
It's just stupid frat shenanigans. But, you talk about going back to high school or whatever. Those are the days that I would go back to, is that period.
Oh, see, okay, yeah, I got that. Makes sense.
Awesome.
Yeah, 2 years, you don't really remember what went on.
I would love to go
seriously
back to
a 2007 to 2009 period where I don't fuck. It's amazing I remember anything. Stories get all mixed up. Sometimes I tell something like, "Oh yeah, you remember?" I was like, "No, fuck it, wasn't me. I wasn't there." I'm like,
Little to no responsibilities, no bills.
100%.
Well, we had them, but they
If you don't pay
big
them,
bills.
you really have them.
Exactly. We just moved from one eviction to the next.
They can't take us all.
Right, exactly.
Fuck.
But yeah,
That's why it's like when I hear people talking about you can't make a living anymore. Nowadays, I was like, dude, we made it work on for $6 an hour.
I mean, I know it's with inflation and everything the way it sucks.
Oh yeah,
yeah.
I'm not denying it.
I took a new job with a significant raise, but I haven't noticed it.
I'm still living the same.
Still the same. So I get it, but at the same time, there's a lot of shit I could cut out. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah.
There's a lot of shit that
I'm just not going to.
I'm just not going to.
So on my drive in up here, as I was passing by Beach Haven to take exit 4, flashbacks were coming back to me from one of the frat parties y'all had at the house.
Yep.
I was coming up with one of our mutual friends, probably your plus one, I don't know, maybe someone else from the Hindi area, and
yeah, I think so.
that was back
plus one.
Back in the day. I don't know if you ever have read Tucker Max or know anything about him, but I Hope They Serve Beer in Hell, and then Assholes Finish First. All these books.
God, that was a staple. We used to read that shit on the way to Panama City Beach for spring break.
What is it called?
I Hope They Serve Beer in Hell. They made a movie. It's really bad, but Tucker Max.
You really should read the book.
He's now actually a motivational speaker, which is ironic because of who he was back then. But his whole thing was just drunk shenanigans and sexcapades, and the stories are hilarious.
So I need to get that. I need to get that book.
Puts
Get
our
that
stories to absolute shame.
Yes. So we're coming there, and I was like, I want to get Tucker Max drunk tonight. But my goal was, at one point, one of his stories was this big, Kentucky Derby type event where everybody's in sundresses, and he's like, I'm a fucker girl at this event. And they're like, you can't do that. Nobody does that. Yeah, that book.
That's it.
I'll be buying that.
And get the book, not the movie. And he's like, I'm going to do that. And they're like, no, you can't. And he does. And hilarity ensues afterwards. That's his third book. But I was like, I'm going to get Tucker Max drunk. I'm going to get drunk at Beach Haven and fuck a girl there.
Yes.
I was like, that was my goal.
Beach Haven, anybody knows, it's a winery in town.
Yeah.
They have a little
like a yard,
a jazz festival, a yard
It's
party.
Jazz on the Lawn.
Jazz on the Lawn is what they call it every other
It's a
weekend
cool
in the
spot.
summer. And it's a good spot. I mean, you get wine drunk real fucking fast.
Also, they don't. Back then, they didn't serve good wine. They only had sweet wine.
Yeah, it was like fruit
And
wine almost.
I was like, I'm going to play catch up. So I proceeded to drink 2 bottles in about an hour and a half, 2 hour span. Sweet wine, can run through the system pretty quickly. So we're at the frat party afterwards at the house, and then everybody's like, "Hey, let's go downtown to the bars." So we all migrate to the car.
This is probably
in the parking lot.
probably like 11 p.m.
11 p.m. Yeah, I caught up real fast. So we migrate to the cars. It's only like a block and a half from the place.
Yeah.
And I was like, "Oh, I gotta go to." I'd left something in the house, and I start doing that awkward scoot run.
Where you're not just bending your knees.
You're not bending the knees. You're just shuffling forward. And I'm starting to run a little quicker. And then I feel it just hit the back of my legs as it starts coming out.
Oh, my God.
And then I proceed to make it to the bathroom. And it has unleashed hell. So I look around, and there's a couple bath towels just hanging out. I was like, well, those are good.
These are gone.
I ironically, from the scene in the movie, was wearing pink boxers, but I proceeded to hide them because my friend was the pledge trainer, and I hid them in the bottom of a closet in a box, and I said, "Make your pledges, find my boxers."
I never followed up on that to see if they actually found your shit boxers in the fucking closet.
So I wanted to get Tucker Max drunk, but I did, in fact, get Tucker Max drunk because he had actually shit himself in the middle of a hotel and made some. The maid came up to his door, knocked on the door, is like, "Sir," and is holding the mop there, and he's like, "I proceeded to go clean my shit," and they're like, "No, you didn't." He's like, "Yeah, I paid her $25 to go do it herself."
Damn.
But
I'm about to get those books.
Yeah, I remember that.
When she was pissed.
You came back, and and my plus one was just furious because like
I wasted her time going to the bar, but then also she's like, "What does that smell?" So, "Did you puke yourself?" Yep, I puked myself.
That's definitely a puke.
That's all it could be.
Well, what's the craziest thing is so you shit your boxers, but you put your shorts back on. But I guess there was still some issue with some seepage into the shorts.
Oh, it's seeped,
right?
As soon as we get to the bar, I pull you and Scoot aside, and I was like, "Scott, you need any spare?"
He had spare shorts in his
your truck. He's like, "Yeah, I do." I was like, "I shit myself. Can we go back and get them?"
It's so funny.
Scott for a win.
Yeah, thanks, Scott.
He
He
had
had spare shorts in his trunk.
Always ready for occasion.
He's like, "I've been here before. I know exactly what to do. I've come prepared."
I have wipes as well. I have never shit myself that bad. Holy smokes.
Yeah, no. I've never, I would be the one to like shit myself like, every other weekend, but no, it wasn't me. I only the one time that I kind of like shit myself, but wasn't really like shit myself, was like sharded, was when I was at work. I was on my way to that service call.
I remember that.
It was like swap out someone's set-top box or whatever the fuck. And I was like in this shitty like Impala that like the catalytic converter was so gunked up that it like had no power whatsoever.
You had to get a full running start to get up Boot Hill, or else it would start to die.
So I was on my way to a service call to do that, and it's one of those classic never trust a fart kind of situations. And I like lifted up and like released one, but then like it had some friends, and it was just like.
We're not parking.
And you're just sitting in it and you're wallowing.
Like, well, he tried to. That's more than wet.
The best part of those when he's like, "That's gonna itch when it dries."
Yeah, right. Pretty much. So I had to like hover.
He lifted up.
Were you in the truck with him? And so like I had my elbow on like on the door or whatever, and hovering and trying to like brace myself, but then like I start shaking my elbow. So I had to like switch sides to the center console on the other elbow, but I had to maintain the hover, right? Because I had fully hit shit my pants at this point.
But I love when you were like,
wet.
My legs started shaking.
Yeah, right. That's the other thing is when you're like hovering, you have to like, you can't. You're like revving the engine too much, like because you're like it's weird. So I eventually ended up getting back to my parents' house, and I ended up bearing my dad's.
Yeah,
shorts.
but the funniest part is when you finally your legs gave out and you just sat in it.
Yeah, I just like sat in. I was like, fuck
that was the best.
Because it was just too much. So I ended, there was a little spot on the seat. I had to clean that or whatever. But it was fun. So that was all in all, it wasn't that bad. I was wearing my dad's weird like breakaway shorts, like it was pants that you break away and
a braided belt.
right. Had
You ready to go warm up for basketball?
Well, it had like the zipper at the knee or whatever. Those shorts.
Pants.
So I ended up finishing the service call and finished my shift. But that's the only time I really like shit myself.
I've almost shit myself.
Oh yeah,
But
I've almost like 1,000 times, but
Only twice for me. That was one. You know that.
yeah.
Another one was work when it was not that eventful. It was like my first Friday, and everybody got back from traveling.
Yeah.
For my first week on the job 9+ years ago.
Yeah.
And we went and ate this taco place, Swanky's or whatever the sauce is that was there. I was sitting there. I was like, I'm sitting at my seat, and I was like, oh, I could just let a little one slide out.
No.
It was a little more than a little one, and I was like, and then I had to go over to my manager. I was like, I'm going to go deposit my check into the account that I got today. I will be right back. Proceeded to go to like TJ Maxx and buy a couple new boxers and things.
dude,
Oh yeah. I think that was the last time. There'll probably be another time. You know, I'm getting older. Things are getting weaker. There'll probably be another.
he's
time.
like I'm doing as we speak. Like I'm slowly shitting myself now.
Didn't want to tell you guys, but like I've been shitting this whole time.
Was Scott on before or after his most recent?
So I was just thinking that.
I was like, should we save that for him or?
I think that he was. I think he was on.
So
I think he was on after that.
okay,
I think he talked about that on the episode
What?
where Scott shit himself. Did he talk about that on the episode where he shit himself?
I don't
Maybe
think
not.
so.
On the
I think he
episode
told us about it. So I don't want to tell too much of this story, but he was on a work call and there had been a stomach bug floating around the family with the kids.
Oh no!
And the woman, like the normal whole, like if you've ever been in serving or anything, you say the stupidest shit, just ha 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 ha, make someone laugh. Mm-hmm. She said something, he's like, oh, ha ha ha, and something just ekes out of me. He didn't even feel it. And he's just like mortified. And he just goes, my dog's choking on something. I'll be right back. And he proceeds to go out of the way. He grabs a towel. He comes back.
Like he couldn't change himself. He just had because
he was on a Zoom call.
He was on a Zoom
for
call,
work,
so he just like made sure it didn't go into the seat.
presenting to sell someone. And so he comes back with a towel. He sets the towel under his seat, and he sits in it and pitches her for 30+ minutes. He sold her too.
Good job.
And
Smell
shit
was
trowel.
probably horrible. Out of water shit smells terrible.
Sorry, Scott, if you didn't want that story to get out. Too late.
Sorry about
it forever.
Sorry about that shitty pants.
Sorry, we're talking about defecation. It's a thing.
Probably on his feet too, because you know he's in his flip flops.
So
The rape sandals is still a thing. It's so funny.
last week when I told you I was going to come on, I was at my office and it was like it was like 30, 40 degrees that day. And I was going to get coffee at the building next door, and this woman was wearing flip-flops. And she's walking in front of me in the hall, and I just flip, and all I hear is rape sandals, rape sandals, rape sandals. I was like, is she going to look over her shoulder and think I'm coming?
Well, she's probably already been. That's why she's wearing them. Hell, Kylie does it now too. Anytime we're out, she's like, that dude's going to get raped. I know. Anytime you see him, like the game show thing, he was up front of that picture, and I saw him, and I was like, is that the winner?
Yeah, exactly.
Is he the winner or is he the loser?
Like he's pretty much like, fuck it, I'm still gonna wear them.
They were giving me shit about that too. It's like, oh, so when we go on this cruise, like you're not going to wear flip flops. I'm like, yeah, I'll just be barefoot or not. It's like you're going to be the weirdo out. I was like, yeah, but I'm not going to get raped.
He was gonna. When I knew Scott was coming on, I told Zach, I said I was gonna go get him and I some of the Old Navy, like little $1.50 flip flops and just wear them to make him feel more comfortable. That would have been awesome. Here's my shower shoes.
Oh my god, I had to wear some little shitty shower shoes just like that. They were like blue on blue. Yeah. You know what I'm saying?
They're terrible.
It was like blue sole and like blue fucking
like
toe thong or whatever.
Old Navy had them.
Yeah.
They were like $1.50.
Yeah, dude, it's like that.
Instead
I
of
had to wear
doing
those
those-
shits in the Navy.
Go to get a pedicure, nice little.
I have.
And then they give you the thinnest things in the
They're
world
like
to
paper
slide on.
mache sandals.
So I'll show you a video afterwards. The last time I was getting a pedi with the wife, she's sitting across from me, and I was just cracking up. So the older lady goes away because she has to go do someone's nails, and she sends in the younger one. I was like, oh, yeah, here we go. And she goes down to start massaging my feet, and she's just two-hand jerking her feet towards my face. It looks like the
Here we go.
South Park episode, like the shake weight. Just like, here's your cab fare.
Jerking off your feet.
I got a little short video of it. I was like, I can't not. I'm just cracking up. She's like, what are you laughing at? I was like,
So funny.
You know,
Dude, I got one of those done kind of when I first met. I was like, I'm not going to get my feet done. She's like, just go. I'm like, and of course, it's early, so you're like, whatever you say, I'll do. So we went, and I was like, this is actually pretty awesome. You're getting your feet massaged. Well, they don't even, she didn't wear gloves. Like, I was just like, she's like, we're not making sandwiches. So she's like, on my calves.
Worse.
Like, all this whole stuff. Well, then, like, and they, like, punch the bottom of your foot. I'm like, this is amazing. Well, then she's like, do you want a nail polish? I'm like, nope. And then, too late.
Clear coat me.
So she clear coats the, I was like, I looked at her, I was like, because I had stopped her, I was like, no, I'm okay. And then she was like, I was like, did you do one? She's like, well, I did the big one. I was like, well, just go ahead and do all of them. I don't want to unfinish. Like, just do all of
You
them.
have a weird glossy toe.
Right. So I walk out, and like, yeah, I'm flossing, as the kids say, or whatever they say. Shit's all shiny in the sun.
That would be so funny if you just had one glossy toe.
Just the big one. I'm proud of this.
This is his toe.
Right.
It looks diseased.
But yeah, like it does feel good. It's awesome. Like that nail polish bullshit, but getting your feet massaged.
The first time she did it, she was like, hey, let's do it before we go to the beach. It makes the sand feel so different. I was like, now every beach trip, I'm like, are we going to get a pedicure first?
Right. Like, you remind her, like, excuse me.
Schedule this.
I've already made us an appointment.
It's on the schedule.
I want the sand to feel pristine on my feet. But yeah, those little sandals they give you are awful. I'm like, I'll just wait here. Thanks. They're just like,
So I guess I need to schedule a pedicure.
it's cool,
then.
dude. Yeah, like it's cool.
Except the first time they do it, they're going to look at your foot and they're going to be like, cheese grater out and just
Yeah, like unless
Okay.
like I always wear socks, so my feet are like
Yeah, me too.
ass soft. Like,
Yeah,
all
mine are
there.
good.
But I've seen
And
them do that.
I do that. I have like in the shower. I have like the exfoliating like I don't know
pumice rock, whatever it is.
Pumice, yeah, I don't have a pumice rock, but it's like it's where you put like a soap inside of the sack. I don't know. That's
Is that
exfoliating.
from Buff City?
Something like that. You know what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
It's a soap saver is actually what it's supposed to be, or soap, whatever.
It's like almost like a loofah.
Loofah.
You
you put the
sack.
bar of soap inside the
sack
sack.
loofah.
You cinch it up,
Yeah.
and so it's got a little exfoliation
Is that what you
situation
use
going on. Yeah, that's what I use
to bathe.
Yeah, yeah.
I can't
100%.
do those. I tried. I got the one from Buff City. I can't
I'm all
do
about it because the Buff City soaps or anything like Squatch or whatever, like
I
this
use
cold
Harry's.
press soap, it goes fast. It goes like
Oh,
like
you use
that.
bar soap?
Yeah, bar soap.
Is it all you use?
All bar soap.
Oh, I do liquid. I can't do bar soap.
Well,
I've
so
gone
but
back
with
and
that
forth.
though, it gives a good lather, and I
Yeah,
actually
yeah,
exfoliate
yeah.
it, so it's perfect. So I don't have to have like the separation of like the goo that I got to pour. This is the best thing.
I use Harry's everything.
This is new. I've only been doing this for maybe 6 months. So-
Okay.
I tried the Dr. Squatch Pine Tar, and that smelled amazing, but it dried me out. So
Yes,
now I'm
true.
back to the Dove, like sensitive skin.
Yeah.
I tried the pine tar thing too, and it actually was pretty good for me. But the only problem is it looks like I am a coal miner,
is this gonna
and
wash
my
off?
entire shower is like black.
What's what you puked?
Pretty much, that's what it looks like. Yeah, it looks.
Well, I switched over to. I was an Old Spice guy for years, and I switched to Harry's because it's like none of that all that stuff
Aluminum.
in there. Yeah, so I was like, and then everybody freaked out. They're like, "You use Harry's still?" I'm like, "Well, yeah." They're like, "They support this," and then I'm like, "I don't give a shit. It's awesome soap." So I have everything. My shaving cream, my lotion, everything is all Harry's. Now I've tried the Dr. Squatch stuff, and it's pretty good. It's not terrible.
No,
I just
it
can't do bar
smells
soap.
amazing, but it
It
doesn't.
does- I can't do the
any-
bar soap
yeah.
because it makes my skin feel dry and weird.
See, I
can't do it.
think with I mean, I've tried all different kind of shit, and I even tried like the like aloe fucking Dove kind of like moisturizing, and it doesn't matter. My skin dries out anyway, so that's the reason I kind of wanted to go with the stuff that didn't have as many chemicals in it.
Yeah, of course.
And then I just lotion anyway because I have to anyway.
Yeah,
so I
I
was
got
like,
you.
fuck it, whatever.
Well, while we're on the topic of showers, and we know you're a shower squatter, but
Yep. God,
do
where I
y'all
get the reps.
wash below the knee, or do you just like, oh no, the soap will run down there?
do I
It just-
wash below the knee? Oh,
So
absolutely.
here's an even better question: is
Yeah, I
does everyone start with the left arm?
Yes, every time.
If you're a right-handed person,
Yeah.
you start with the
Do you
left
wash
arm.
the same way every time?
Yeah, it's
I do
left
too.
arm, and then
Left
I work
arm,
across the
chest.
body.
Yep.
Exactly, and I kind of get this going on. Then I switch hands, and then get the right arm, and then work down to the legs.
Now, do you use a separate rag, or do you use your hand when you have to wash your ass?
It's all the same thing.
It's a credit card swipe. And the wife always walks in every single time you're doing it. You're like, why?
The bar of soap plus the soap saver that I got right now doesn't necessarily go in the ass. My hand goes in the ass.
Sure, like you. Okay, yeah, that's
right.
Yeah,
but that doesn't necessarily go in the ass.
In the crack, not in the.
Yeah, I don't.
Like I don't shove a bar of soap in my ass. I don't finger myself.
Yeah, like the it bite.
Right.
I get deep clean.
Yeah,
Right, no.
and then pull it back out.
Exactly. And then more black tar.
But yeah, no, I do the same thing. It's left arm always. But yeah, I always go below the knee. Yeah, I don't let this.
I'm
usually like I treat myself once a month. I'm usually above the knee every time. I'm like, it'll wash the rest, unless I like mowed or did something where I know my legs were dirty. But otherwise, it's like a once a month treat. Like, let me get below my knee.
Are you shower?
So now,
are you shower at night or morning?
I've gotten a little bit older now, so I'm like, I one of the things that always disturbs me is when someone has like crusty ass feet. It bothers the. I was like, I don't want to be that guy. I don't want to be that guy that has like dinosaur feet. I'm not into
troll's foot.
Troll's foot. I'm not into it.
Have you?
So now I actually consciously every day I wash below the knee and I fucking get a good scrub on them feet.
There's a movie where a lady says that. She was like, you give him the troll's foot. I said, what's that? It's like, that's where you grow your toenails out for 6 months and the hair, and then you shove it in his ass. And I was like, dude, it's not Meet the Fockers. It's one of those like spoof films where she talks about the troll's foot.
Gotcha.
I was rolling. I was like, damn, man.
But like epic movie or like scary movie, those kind of shit. Yeah. God, that's gross. It's violent.
So you'd asked a morning or night.
Yeah.
I'm usually a morning person.
Me too.
But I'm also a victim of I still work from home most of the time.
Oh, okay.
So it's like 2 or 3 times, 4 times a week, maybe, depending on the activities.
I'm at nighttime before I get to bed.
I go into work every day, and sometimes if I shower the night before, I'm not showering in the morning. That's dumb.
Well, of course.
But especially like after a workout, and I shower, and I was like, well, I literally showered like 8 hours ago. I'm fine.
Yeah. I'm not getting in my bed without showering.
I'm not doing
it's not
all
happening.
That. No. So I'll do that.
Nope.
But I wash my sheets once a week, so it's like whatever.
Well, I do too, but I'm still not doing it.
Okay.
I refuse.
But no, I'm more of a morning person. And what I've been doing lately is a hot, especially now it's fucking winter. It's cold as shit. It's starting to get colder. It's a hot shower. But then the last like 2-3 minutes, I'm like,
cold burst.
Cold as shit.
Yeah. A cold plunge.
Learned that from
Wake up, man, it's great.
The Chris Hemsworth thing on Nat Geo. When he's like going through all the things like challenging your body, pressing yourself.
Oh, my dad
that was
loves
one
that
of the
show.
things. He's like, just at the end of your shower, just last 20, 30 seconds, close your pores, cold water.
Yep.
Fucking wakes you up. It's crazy. You don't need coffee. It's awesome. I'm all about that. So I do that. But that's pretty much my.
But I can't
shower
step
routine.
into a cold shower. I'm not a freak.
Here's
I'll wash my face in cold water, but I cannot have the shower ripped on cold and just.
I do the full shower body thing.
Well, yeah,
I get
after
my head
I'm
in
on warm. Yeah,
Oh, okay,
I'm
yeah.
talking about you just have it ready to go cold and you step into it.
Oh no.
So after like a summer mowing
it's hot,
or something, like a yard.
Yes.
So I still don't even start on. I start on like the Luke cold, like that mid ground, and I'll progressively get colder.
Yeah.
I have
Until my
done that.
body.
Yeah, acclimate a little bit.
You do like room temperature water, and then you go.
Yeah, now I've done that.
So here's another update. I know we've talked about this before, where you would do a little kind of cologne, and you would like, and then you'd like walk into it and step into it.
I don't step into
Yeah,
it.
you just step into it.
I really don't. I put some on.
You put some on.
But I do like this side, that side,
Okay.
and then it's just.
I was gonna
but
say,
walking into it.
Update about me.
Yeah. Okay.
I got some.
Nice. What'd you go
And
with?
so it's Dior Sauvage.
Savage. Okay. Cool.
Should have went aqua de Gio.
Yeah, so I was like, if it's good enough for Johnny Depp, it's good enough for me.
You're damn right.
And so I do I do 2 burst, pow, pow, and then I walk into
You can walk in. Yeah, you can float into it. Yeah, you can float into it. Yeah,
I'm hoping I could float into
I do just each side. So I just hit it with that.
Well,
But
see,
yeah, I've got quite
the
a
reason
few.
why I'm doing the create a cloud and walk into it
Sure.
is I don't want to be overpowering. So I'm trying to like experimenting with the
It fades over the day.
It does fade over the day. This that I got was specifically I
For
read
men.
reviews. Thanks. Yeah, was specifically for daily use to where it actually lasts throughout the day.
Yeah, that's what.
Well,
is there a timestamp on colognes?
Apparently, there's some that do that. Like,
I didn't know that.
Like it's good and it's for evening and it's for a few hours and then you're
Okay.
good. There's some stuff that's like
I have
all day.
I have several.
Right. There's some stuff that's where it's like it's not overpowering, so you can wear it daily. And this is like a daily cologne essentially.
Since you're in the
Long
game now,
lasting.
cologne, you can go to like TJ Maxx or Ross or them. They'll have like all the colognes knocked off, like
yeah.
price and stuff, big time. So you can save some money than going to like Dillard's and getting it.
No, I mean this was Amazon, so
Oh,
I
yeah,
did
or
online,
Amazon,
did
whatever you
Amazon.
prefer. Yeah.
Yeah, it was. It ended up being $80. It wasn't cheap.
Oh yeah, I have one that was like $130. The Mont Blanc.
Yeah, so
I have
it was
that
an $80
one. It's really
bottle of
expensive.
cologne. But so I'm enjoying it so far.
Yeah. Did you start a
kinda
face
into it.
regimen yet? Like a retinol? Did you start doing like creams and oils at night?
No, I do a cleanser in the shower now. So I have like a little cleanser in the shower, like a little pumper, and boom, boom, did it. It's easier in the shower. So I've upgraded to where I do that now.
Yeah, you gotta switch over to help with wrinkles and such at night.
See, and I haven't gotten into like the rejuvenating part of it yet. But as far as during the winter, every year anyway, I have to like I have to like consciously moisturize every day because the winter just kills me. So I have to do that every day. But I have not gotten to like a rejuvenating kind of thing that you're
I'm
talking
the shower
about.
thing too. I did get like lotion as well for after the shower, all that. But I'm big on using the wife's like lavender nighttime makeup remover things. It makes your face tingle.
The wipes,
You're just like
those wipes.
Those
are amazing. Yeah. Oh yeah. Those are great.
I travel a lot for my job, so every time she's like, "Hey, can you steal those face wipe things they have in there?" I was like, "Yeah, I got you."
Yeah, I actually have a wipe sponsor where I get facial wipes and stuff.
Dude wipes?
They're called Clean Freaks. So they do body wipes. Now they have the ass wipes that are all the flush wipes are awesome. But yeah, I get hooked up with them.
It de-agifies your asshole as well.
I gave you some when we were in Vegas. Did you ever try them?
No.
Oh, you should have, dude. They're like
Yeah, it could have been
everything.
been your bidet away.
Yeah, exactly.
That's why I gave them
We
to
should
him.
make
I'm
them
getting
bidet
gayer
aways.
as I get older. It's amazing. I love it. I'm kind of into it.
Oh yeah,
Or it's
everybody's a
into
little
you.
bit gay.
Either way.
Okay.
Yeah.
As long as I was transition over into penis, then it's fine.
That's what Matt Rife said. He said, I want to be gay, but I want to be in gay shape.
Right. Yeah, exactly right. Gay shape. Exactly.
Attracted to all genders.
My brother talks about that. He's like, I don't know, well, he's like 35 now, I think, I guess, whatever. But he's like 62 in gay years.
Oh,
like,
is
they're
he?
old as shit now.
Well, yeah, they're
Like he's
bird watching
old as
stuff.
fuck. Yeah, they're like dog years. Gays are in dog years, gay years, same thing.
Yeah.
So
I made a mean wife I told you on the phone when I told Kyle that day I always make it sound worse than it is, but said something to her. She said she was tired. I was like, you just can't wait to be like 87, can you?
like,
The hell are you talking about? I was like, yeah, there's less sex and more naps. It's going to be awesome for you.
I just want to be old and senile and say things I want to say.
Yeah.
right. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, so I want to be an old guy so I can just like be the senile guy.
Yeah, and then
so
it'll
I
just
can
be like,
I can finally
"Aw,
say
he's
the things that are
old."
in my head all the time.
Yeah, and everybody's just like,
everybody's like, oh,
It's
he's
okay.
a dirty old man.
He's old.
Dirty old man. Right. You
say whatever you want.
You see those videos where the dude, like old guys, like literally just like standing in the corner, like just burning a hole in this girl's chest.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Well, they're at
Right. It's like he's
There's a
like,
baseball
has no
game and he's
shame.
taking a picture of her.
Right, has no shame
And
whatsoever.
it's a flip phone.
Right, it's a razor.
steady.
It's a motor razor.
Yeah.
Hold on, it's pixelating.
Wish I have enough bandwidth to take this picture. That's so funny.
Let me call my grandson. Right,
Put you on that Tic Tac.
right, exactly. Oh my god!
Got a whole thing of them in my pocket if you want to come over here.
Right.
Sometimes you have to give them candy.
boy. Got some popsicles in my basement. All right, you're really starting to piss me off. Yeah, that fucking I love Mr. Herbert. Oh my god!
The Blue Harvest.
blowing in the wind. Oh
The
yes.
lightsaber was all bent.
And then Chris shows up as Luke Skywalker and
You showed up just in time.
God, that video. So
Pervy
who
old man.
shared that video to where it was like if the stormtroopers actually had like they got like LASIK eye vision.
I shared that.
So they like their vision got fixed. And they just fuck everybody up.
It was so
They kill everybody. Like Luke, Leia, Han.
I like how he was
everybody.
he was like, this is so easy.
It's the best.
Oh yeah, because whenever Vader and Obi-Wan are squaring off, he's standing there like, blast him, and they all
They
just
turn him to
shred
Swiss cheese. It's amazing.
I like them
He
better as
explodes.
Jameis Winston, just their 30-30 vision.
Yes, yeah, exactly. That's what this was like. I would share that to the other group. That's so funny.
Yeah, I just
saw
stumbled on that, and like
was
all I
amazing.
saw was Elation. I was like, I gotta see what this is all about. And then it was them just mopping the movie. I'm like, this is great.
Right. That's a very good point because they're supposed to be like elite fighting force.
Yeah.
They were a terrible shot. If they were even a decent shot, if you like go back and watch the old movies,
Oh,
like,
they would have smoked everybody.
like all the main characters like left themselves wide open.
Well, before
Easy
you like,
shots.
before you even knew that in context, like A New Hope. What's funny is like they're on the desert, and Luke and Obi-Wan. He was like, this couldn't have been sand people. And he was like, these shots are too precise for sand people. They were stormtroopers. I'm like,
Some people
bullshit.
really suck.
Yeah, he was like, these are too precise. I'm like, there's shots everywhere. There's like in the sand.
Those Tusken Raiders are terrible.
Yeah. Hell, they're shooting pod racers from a mile away.
Yeah, it was a 50-50 chance the sand people just shoot themselves. What the fuck?
Too precise.
Yeah,
then of course that
good
clip I
point.
sent you guys, they like on the ship they're like hooting and hollering, they're killing everybody.
Yeah, dude, they're like, woo, this was easy.
Whoever did that and the Lord of the Rings real voice.
Yeah, dude.
The actual normal voices
Yeah.
over the Oricons, those two are my favorite.
I'm big on the bad man things.
Yeah. Well, my favorite part about that video though is when they would shoot somebody, then they would have like cut to it where they're like falling from a great height, and they're like, "Meh," and they like hit a ledge and bust their head. Like it was amazing. It was great.
Yeah, whoever did that, I was like, I'm not that creative.
No.
These people kill me, dude. They can do all this awesome shit.
The one where it was like if it was real voices or whatever. I like the one where it's the end of New Hope and it's the like the medal ceremony or whatever. But like if there was no music,
that was a real. They cut all the
they
music.
cut the music out.
like a
and
guy
so
coughing.
right, so it's like yeah, right. It was like dead silent. You just hear them they like walk in. They're like,
Well, then they all of a sudden like
and then like Chewbacca like does his roar, but it's just like it's like human roar. It's like.
and then he looks to the right, and then R2 walks out, and it's just like clunky, sounds like shit.
It's awesome. You're right. I'm not I'm not creative enough for that kind of shit. That's so funny.
Oh, it's the best.
I thought it'd be the one where you download. You're like, I think I downloaded the wrong one. It's Chewy, and it's like, it's a women's
Red Rocket. Right. I love those dudes. I think I downloaded the wrong Star Wars. It's a porno.
Star Wars: A New Hole. Star Wars. I
A
mean,
new hole. Yeah.
Star Horse.
Have you ever seen some of those? I've watched some of those.
I've never
They're
watched them.
fantastic.
I've never watched it.
So I sent something to Zach. There's a dancer in Australia or whatever, Cami Star.
Yes,
Shout outs and
Yes.
free shout out. She is she dances as one of the what are they called, Zach?
Twi'lek?
The Twi'leks.
A Twi'lek,
She's a Twi'lek
yeah.
dancer.
Blue with the
As soon
head.
as he said dancing, I'm like, I know where this is going.
Yeah, exactly. Stripper.
You can find her on Twitter if you really want to find
They're
her.
my
you can
favorite
find her on
people.
Reddit.
I actually just told somebody that yesterday.
Really?
I was talking about you and I going to Vegas.
Yeah.
And I was like, Zach and I went. I was like, and I looked at Jacob and I was like, Zach is basically like a hog in shit when we're there. I said, this is where he shines. I said, this is his happy place. Like, I love being on a motorcycle. That's my happy place. I was like, but if you want to see Zach in his real environment, like he owns the place, go to the strip club.
Well, I've been to
That
many a
sounds
strip
awful.
club with him.
Yeah, but
I think
it's not like you're an asshole. You're just
That's
like,
true. I
the
do have a
light-
good time. That is the one place I think it's happened twice now. When me and you go, something weird always ends up
Always
happening.
happens.
But I feel like my energy just goes through the fucking roof.
Yeah, you're
and
a 7.
you're the type of person that matches whatever energy's
yeah,
in the room.
100%.
And so like it is where we're on the same
so
wavelength.
14.
And that is one environment where we're always on the same wavelength. It's amazing. So we've talked about this, but like we have got to get together, Core 4 and him. We have
Core
got
4
to-
plus 1.
Core 4 plus 1.
Plus one.
We have got to go on a trip. We have got to go on a guy's trip.
Oh,
Well,
yeah.
I think Vegas would be the right thing. I've only
Yeah.
been once with the wife, and I'm going again the week before Christmas. So the one time we went, it was after we went and did like Zion, Bryce,
Yep.
Grand Canyon, all that shit.
Now I heard all that's awesome. Like
It-
I haven't got to do the touristy
Actually-
like outside the city stuff. I really want to.
Actually, I think there's a section somewhere over there. Maybe I don't think it's Zion. Maybe it's Bryce Canyon. But there's an area somewhere because one of my work buddies had been out there not too long ago. But there's a section somewhere to where there's like zero light pollution, where you have like the best view of the night sky.
Oh.
in the lower 48. It's like the best spot.
It's in Utah,
Yeah, isn't that where that
Wyoming,
dude got-
Montana, all that stuff.
That's where dude got abducted. The guy we used to know got like abducted and like chased down and shit. Was in Utah.
Oh yeah, that's right.
They like
We
were
did have-
following him and shit.
I mean, we can talk about that because we don't work there anymore. Who gives a shit? But we did have a coworker that was abducted by aliens.
I don't think
No,
they
he
saw
wasn't.
them. They saw
He
the craft.
saw them. Right.
He saw a craft of some
He's-
kind, and then apparently
right. He saw
They-
a craft. He was actually on a show.
he was on a podcast.
It was
a radio show, but it was a UFO sighting. I can find it right now.
I thought it was on it wasn't Netflix, but it was like
No, he was
Discovery Channel or TLC or some shit.
He was on a radio show. I can pull it up.
No, because it's video. There's video of him.
Okay, well that must be separate. He went on a radio.
No, he
show.
did go on a radio.
Okay,
So he went
all
on a radio show, but
got
he
it.
also was on a show.
Yeah.
like a produced show.
We should fight about it.
All right, it's happening. We'll fight about it later.
probe too.
I'll pull up the facts. I'll pull up the show. But he was on a legit show that was about sightings and close encounters. or
Okay,
whatever.
gotcha. I need to go back and watch that.
And it's like I work with this dude,
It's
and
fantastic.
like he's full of shit. I mean, like I remember he had this he talked about where he had one in his room. There was an alien,
Of course.
encounter in his room in his house.
What kind of
And he had
encounter?
video of it, and it was like a little light, right, or whatever. And he was filming himself, and he would like move his hand, and he would like bring the little light in. It was clearly like post edited.
Yeah, but my thing is like I downloaded the wrong movie.
Right.
Who probed who?
It's actually a video of him jerking off. The little light. The little light. Oh, God.
It seduced me.
Probe me.
So my Vegas trip, we didn't make it to any.
I forgot about your vacation.
Oh yeah,
Yeah, no. Yeah, so your Vegas trip. Sorry, got on a tangent
no.
about aliens and
I
probing
liked
and
it.
jerking off.
Keep going. So she's like, yeah, this time we go to a strip club. We've been to one before. It's always fun but awkward when you go on the couples thing. So we got a couples dance the first time in Portland, Oregon, and they're lewd in Oregon.
Mm-hmm.
You can go and they're like, these are the bushiest. These are the best buffet steak you can have in town.
The bushiest.
My friend went on one Tuesday, and he's like, I walked in at noon, and there was a butt plug strobing at me from the stage. Portland is vile, but
Holy shit.
we've been to one before, and she's dancing on me, but leaning over on her, and she's like, "You are gonna have such good sex tonight." And I'm like, "Well, that's why we're here." But we're gonna go to one there. But we did go to a burlesque show this last time. It was a country one, and they asked for a volunteer in the crowd, and immediately they like panned and they picked me. And Leah's like, they couldn't have picked anyone better. And so they're like, "You're going to be our dolly. You can touch yours, but you can't touch ours." I was like, "Well, that's a bummer." But then I get on stage and I'm full into it. I'm like, "Y'all get out. Here we go." And it was my moment. I shined. I'm going to move out there, be a dancer.
Yeah.
I will say that if you don't know about doo-doo, there's one thing that you really do excel at, and that is just is dancing. Like it's not.
I excel in a very bad way. I don't excel.
Right, not in a bad, but like in a attention grabbing way, where it's like this dude is having a fucking blast.
Dancing-
So you're really
dancing
good
is
at
the
that.
best.
I help.
You really are. Good
I help
at that.
people get make it out. Maybe next time you. I know you were incapacitated in the hotel.
Alcohol,
but it was,
alcohol and dancing is my favorite. That's I want to dance if I'm drinking.
Yeah,
Wedding-
I get that way. Karaoke is my thing. I think.
I did try. That was fun.
I think when I get super drunk, like I'm
wanna
really
go
bad
at-
at, but
I
I'm
wanna
like
go-
so enthusiastic about
Yeah.
is karaoke.
I want to go dancing.
I think I can dance really well, and the only thing I do is like sea walk, and that's about it.
That is cool as
Yeah, but
shit.
you do a lot of the stuff like bazooka, where you like got some dude's leg on there. You're
Well, it's like those best wedding dance moves.
Yeah,
but,
you do all
But
of
every
those.
single time I get to a wedding, the wife's always like looking at the floor. She's like, "You're not going to wear him here, are you?" I'm like, "Oh yeah,
oh yeah,
I'm going to."
Yeah.
Can you sea walk like the full on?
Yeah.
Bro.
during his wedding, we did what is the song? Josh is looking at us like you fucking made us.
No, it's not weird. Like I
So
like awkward shit.
There was
but
like
I don't know that
a
song.
meme dance that was going around, and it was I can't think of the name of the song. It's an old song from the '80s, but anyway,
Take on me.
That's the Ahas.
That's it.
Yeah, that's a good.
So it's that song. Where there was a meme going around where people would do like this
Okay.
to that song.
Yeah, see, y'all did that.
Everybody can see me. It's like I've got my elbows raised and I'm like, yeah, I'm like jerking off a ghost.
Two of them actually. That's just one big one. Like you got.
Hold on one second. Let me stand up.
Are you a violin? Like,
Oh God. Yeah. So I'm jerking off two really tall ghosts.
well, they're really tall. You're sitting down. It's great.
But anyway, that's the move. And so we ended up doing that at his wedding.
And it was great for the four of us, but everybody else was like,
Everyone
what
was
the hell
like,
are they
"What
doing?
the-" Yeah, no. So we planned this out ahead of time. It was like that was gonna be when what we would come out to during the reception. And so we're doing that. It's me and it's the core four. It's just us.
Yeah.
And we're doing that whole thing, and like we're just like giggling and having a blast, and this is like the best thing ever. And everyone, I can
The rest
feel
of the bridal
everybody
party
else
just walks
is
out like
cringe.
yeah, I can remember like, the fuck are these guys doing? It was the best.
Is there
ever.
video of this?
There might
Probably.
be.
There needs to be.
There might be.
I need that video.
That was a great time. That was a fantastic wedding and reception. The whole thing. I danced a lot during that one.
Yeah, dancing's a blast, dude. It's so much fun.
Oh yeah.
I think that's another reason the Core 4 Plus One should get out, because I hear you are quite the dancer when you've had some drinks too. And I feel like we should dance off with some other people.
Hey, you can come out there sea walk, and I have nothing for you.
Yeah.
I cannot sea walk.
Well, I also
that's cool.
think I can. I tried to have my friend teach me how to break dance and b-boy and all that. I am very unchoreographed for it, but I try.
I try to do those dance
Yeah.
videos on YouTube, like to figure out how to like Dougie and stuff. I'm like,
I
I,
was
don't
say,
have the
you
coordination.
say
for this
Dougie, like
shit.
I almost learned how to Dougie.
it's well, they make it so easy.
I mean,
when
the
you
song
try
says
it.
"Teach me how to Dougie."
Yeah, well, I do what they say, and then I try to do it. I'm like, this is easy. I got it. I look in the mirror. I look like I have Parkinson's.
I look
It's
like I
just-
have a seizure.
Meanwhile, you
Right.
tried that in high school. I was like, I'm going to be cool too. I'm going to do Darren's dance grooves and learn bye, bye, bye.
Darren's dance groups. Amazing callback. Yes, Darren's dance groups.
Yeah, dude. No, I do. It's just even if you don't.
These aren't spirit fingers.
These
are spirit
Yeah, even if you don't know what move, like it's just fun. That's what I've told my friends who've been like, I don't dance. I'm like, dude, everybody. No one is looking at you and been like, he can't dance. Nobody gives a shit.
No,
it's
as
fun.
long as you're having a blast, that's
It's
all that
fun.
matters.
Energy sells, bro.
I was the mascot in college for a year, and the thing is, it doesn't matter what you do, just do it bigger than life.
Yep,
That's
That's
it.
just all it is. Just,
Yeah, dude.
big moves.
That's great.
just make everybody have fun.
Yeah, it's fun. I enjoy it. That's what. Yeah, going to Vegas that's in case I'm sure everybody knows now. That's our favorite city. I
think
feel
so.
like Vegas
just
is
start
our,
shooting it there.
is our mecca. But yeah, I do love Vegas, but I do want to do some of the outskirts stuff. I haven't got a chance. We just haven't been there long enough to get it all. This last trip was so busy for the work side of it. We didn't have a whole lot of time to like venture out and try.
That's the
to
reason I think
tour
we
stuff.
do need to schedule a trip there. Just not work related. Just
Oh yeah,
full-
I want to go
full-on,
like I want to see the
morning
Grand
to night.
Canyon. Yeah,
We do our thing.
we do that
So
machine-
the
do that
company we
machine
went
gun
through was
shoot.
out of
Yeah.
Vegas, Pacific Overlander. You just get you rent the trucks there, and you can just take them just overland wherever you want. And of course,
That's
in
cool.
Utah and
So-
Arizona, you can stay anywhere.
See, that's
Free.
speaking of that. That's one of the things that I want to do. The machine gun shoot would be fun, but I've always wanted to take those dune buggy cars and fucking.
I've always
Jump
wanted
dunes.
to drive. It's a long drive, but I would love to like get one of those awesome sprinters or like take all your toys, mountain bikes, dirt bikes, and just head out that way. I mean, it'd be like a 2-week trip if you really wanted to do it right.
And a week's just getting out there and back.
Exactly.
Yeah,
Right.
pretty
Exactly.
much.
That'd
Yeah.
be so much fun
Oh yeah.
because there's awesome stops along the way. Like I'm surprised that's what I want to do.
I mean, even if you wanted to do something shorter, you could get out there and rent all that stuff.
You could. Yeah. Yeah.
You know, it wouldn't be yours. Yeah, you had to get some used to quickly
course.
get used to something else, but it'd be fine.
We're trying to sit here and figure out what we're going to do because we're going the week before Christmas. She's like, I've never been to Vegas out of pool season. So I was like, we could go. I could golf and you could sit in the cart and look pretty. And we could go hike.
At a pool. When do y'all go? I don't. What's the temperature going to be like then?
I mean, they have a few, like they
I'd
have
say-
during
I'd say
summer,
heated
it's
pools, I would
strictly
think.
pool season. Like everything has a pool.
Of course.
But off season, it's only like 4 or 5 of them do.
Oh, okay.
Just the heated ones. But like most of them, they close it down because they're like, if there's no business, there's no reason to be open.
That's
for
true.
that.
So the Falconers can come in.
Yeah, the Falcon,
The Hawk. Or I guess it would.
The
wasn't
Hawk-
a Falcon.
the Hawkman.
The Hawkener.
the Hawkman. Was it Hawkman?
Sure.
I'm a Hawkman. Yeah, that was interesting. The where we stayed at the Wynn apparently has like the golf course at the Wynn is like 1 or 2. It's like top
dude,
1 or
it's
2.
crazy.
I looked up the course. It's $550 around.
It's expensive.
So I was like, yeah, I'm looking more at the 150 range. And even then,
Even then, I'm questioning it.
Well, I mean, I saw it. We kind of like had a reception thing or
we
whatever
like-
in that whole
It's
area,
crazy.
and that's a really nice course.
well, that's also like right by the sphere.
Right by
So
the
the
sphere,
sphere,
yes.
like on hole 7, is like sitting there watching your ball.
Yeah,
like
pretty much.
I don't even golf, and it was a beautiful course. Like it was
was cool.
impressive. I was like, I'm not good enough to play on that course.
I will say,
I'm not good at all,
if
but
you
I
was to
still
say
just go
somewhere,
try.
I mean, we stayed at the MGM and now the Wynn, and I mean, I think that's the best place in Vegas to stay.
Oh,
Best
the
hotel.
Wynn? Yeah. Oh, compared to MGM Park and the Wynn. Yeah,
Yeah.
the Wynn is a 5-star resort. It's one of the
Wynn
best.
was amazing.
It's one of the best hotels in that city. Yeah, it's unreal.
I digged it.
It's
The
expensive.
room was great.
Yeah.
As long as the company's paying.
Yeah, when the company's paying for it, I'm
yeah,
down
of
for it.
course. Yeah, but like I looked up if it wasn't, I'm like,
Well, I had to pay for it.
Do we all like?
So I paid for that extra night, and so I saw what the price was, and I was like,
I saw you
"Fuck."
pay it. I was like, glad
was
you're
like-
doing it, not me.
"Jeez, what have I done?" Well, I was already committed. I didn't care, but it's just money. Whatever.
Well, I mean,
Can't take it with you.
It's
You can't do
Vegas.
that.
You don't want a shitty hotel in Vegas. I don't. No.
Well, I didn't want to go through the whole process of like switching rooms and yada yada and all that.
I would
stuff.
stay at the Caesars. I think that would be cool. I did like that.
Just for the
Does he
just
live
for the,
here in like the
Yeah, right. I would do that just to say I stay at Caesar's Palace because that's like the most that or maybe the Bellagio because that's like the most historically well known.
My parents stayed at the Venetian, and they loved it.
Yeah,
That's the one where they had the
that was right. That's right across the street from the
yeah.
from the Wynn. It's right. The Venetian was right there.
So when you said you're going the week before Christmas?
Yeah, so we're going like the 19th to the 23rd. It's for I was one of those suckers. I always buy the timeshare trips because it's like $500 and you get 4 trips. Be like, okay. And they're like, you just got to go sit through a presentation to try to buy a timeshare. And be like, yeah, I've sat through like 3 of these. I know how to say no to you. So I have to go do that trip to knock out so I can get the other 4 trips that they promised, supposedly, in writing.
Okay, I gotcha.
Your brothers invited me to was it Tampa?
Yeah,
Orlando,
Andy's
Tampa?
going to Vegas next year. I told him
January?
yesterday because he came by the tattoo shop. I told him, I said, if you're going to take anybody to Vegas with you, you have to take Zach with you.
Yeah.
Have him go down there with you. I said, you will. Then he was like, well, we're not going to have a lot of time. We'll be working. I said, it never stops.
It's
I don't
fine.
think you understand that you don't have to sleep in Vegas. So
Right.
you'll have
It's
time.
fine.
You can sleep when you're dead.
Exactly.
Yeah, exactly. I sleep all year. It's fine.
It's fine. So yeah, I did tell him. I said,
I'll catch up
I said,
somewhere.
Zach would go, dude.
Yeah,
I said,
I
it's a
would.
cool city, man.
Well, he talked about going down to Tampa or whatever, and I'm down for going down there in January to just get away from the cold for a bit.
Yeah. Oh yeah, he means it. You could crash in his room.
And the way my vacation days work out, I'll get like it all front loads in January. So yeah, I might just do that.
He'd make a great wingman.
Yeah, 100%. So that's where I'm
Right.
That's where my mind's at. No, I'm saying. That's where I'm at.
Yes, I will.
I do have to save 1 week and maybe a day or two for July. For
the
our
cruise.
We're going in.
That's going to be cool.
That's gonna be fun. And just me and B are the only 2 single dudes there, so we're gonna.
That is going to be a great episode when y'all get back.
Yeah,
You buying a lot of pineapple stuff?
yeah. So we're gonna be searching for pineapples.
Okay.
That's all I'm saying.
Just the dudes, though.
Just the dudes.
Y'all are in trouble, boys.
Exactly.
Beware.
So I'm excited for that trip. Which that reminds me, I need. I know I don't need it, but it'd be just easier just to have it. I need to get my passport for that bullshit. I've never had a passport.
I haven't
'Cause I've
either.
never gone out of the
I
country.
think
so-
Walgreens will do the photos and stuff you need.
Yeah, I need to do all that. So
If you can always, what we did, because when we got ours, we lived in Franklin, but it's a lot shorter in like Columbia. So we went down there instead. So if you can just find like, okay, where's the busiest spots and just like look it all up.
that's probably what I'll do. Like Springfield, I used to go to that DMV for everything because it was faster.
Yeah, yeah.
It was like 20 minutes away. It was still faster, so I might do that. But yeah, I need to do that. But it's gonna be a good year. 2024 feels like it's gonna be fun.
Going by my new calendar, it's going to be a great year.
Yeah, yeah,
I could tell.
yeah. I think so. I hope my year is as sexy as that calendar. Yeah.
Well, just come to my garage down there in the shop. You can see it.
Okay, all right, we'll do.
Just learn golf from her.
We
You
should
said,
have.
you said you want to start golfing, so just watch her videos for educational
That's true.
purposes.
I will.
So you want to work on
with
your
my
short
pants
game.
off.
So you want to work on your short game.
right.
She's catching.
She's like, "What about your long game? Don't worry about the long game. It's not
she,
gonna happen."
she caught some flack a couple weeks ago. I think.
Did she really?
Yeah, people are like jealous. It's all it is. It's
Oh
jealousy.
yeah, full jealousy.
Because she's got the market cornered.
Everybody doesn't know what we're talking about. We're talking about Paige Renee. She's a golfer. That's
She's a
hot.
12.
Yeah.
She's a 12.
She's a former pro that then also got into the realized she could make more money with her looks and playing actual golf.
Right.
So then she just does both now.
And I think
exactly.
I think she has the ugly duckling syndrome.
Yeah, she does.
She didn't.
She used to have
Didn't know she was hot.
She apparently when she was young, she had a condition where she lost her hair. She was losing her hair.
Yeah, so she had that personality had to develop.
Right, exactly. And then everything else developed.
Right.
So and it was good for you.
Good for you and all of us.
Yeah, exactly. I appreciate it greatly.
Thank you.
Fuck. I love hot women.
Do you and your wife, Josh, have a hall pass list?
We do not.
So me and the wife do. She likes to you pick 3 celebrities.
Oh, so you're the 5 looks like on Friends.
Yeah.
You had to pick their 5.
Yeah, you pick your 3. Somehow she keeps rotating another one. I was like, well, who did you take off? Be like, well, last week I took. No,
it's got to be laminated. We got to get this done.
What is this? The playoff committee? What's happening?
Come on.
Who's on your list?
So my list was Sarah Underwood, if you know who she is.
Sarah Jean.
I can't stand now when she opens her mouth or what she says, but big fan of her work.
Right. Her body of work.
Specifically, Kate Beckinsale only in vampire movies.
Yes.
Underworld series.
Absolutely.
Yes.
Okay.
Or Van Helsing, also that one. She looked pretty. Yeah.
She did look pretty good in that. That was more
Tight leather.
Yeah.
And then once upon a time it was Kristen Bell, just because she was the homier version of Sarah Underwood.
I could see that.
But
forgetting Sarah Marshall, she was all time. Yeah.
But not as much anymore. I'm torn now between Jason Statham's wife, the Rose Huntington,
Transformers chick.
yes, the blonde, or AT&T girl.
Oh, good
Oh,
choice.
yes.
Wow. Okay.
Milana Weintraub is her name.
Yeah.
Yeah, I follow her. Mint Milana.
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay.
She's actually really funny, too.
Yeah.
Damn, I would have brought a 3 list if I would have known this. I didn't know this.
So what's your list? If you had to break, you got a 5 list or you got a 3
No,
list?
I don't have any.
Okay.
That's why. Because on Friends, we were rewatching Friends for 9,000th time. They had an episode where they had a top 5. Him and Ross had one. Everybody had one. Ross was making his, and he got it laminated, and it was a big thing. But they had a top 5 list. No, I don't have one at all.
Well, think on it.
I don't know. If I was to just pull mine out of my hat, I would say Megan Fox from Transformers 1.
Okay.
Amazing.
Okay.
I mean, that's all time. Sydney Sweeney currently.
That's what I was going to say too.
100%. She's amazing.
She's on there. She has that slutty look.
And then I would say Dua Lipa.
Oh, of course.
Those are mine.
You would say that? Shocker. We've only heard it on every episode.
Yeah, I know. I'm obsessed with Dua Lipa. I can't help it.
So while you're thinking on it, I'll give you a second.
Thanks.
Now I'll tell a little story. So I used to work in Oregon for my sales travel job, and I'd be out there for 8 weeks at a time. And Sarah lives out there. So I followed her on little things, and she'd always go on a hike or a ski trip or something.
She lives in a hobbit hole now.
Yeah, and I always was where she was the week before her or the week after her, just doing something. And I had a dream one night that I came across her, and she's like, "I want you," and I was like, and on my hall pass list, even in my dream, I was like, I can't. I'm married.
You pull up the list you make the cut.
But I was like, I couldn't go through it even in my dream with the hall pass list person. I was like, just go through it. It's a dream. You can.
You're so faithful even in your dreams.
Yeah.
Rookie
Curse.
mistake.
Oh, I had a dream. It's funny you said I had a dream the other night. This has been a couple weeks where I thought I was in did I tell a story about an alternate reality? Did I tell you about this? Mm-hmm. Yeah, I did tell this.
I didn't hear it.
Maybe. It's funny. My dreams also, I'm rejected by women. So just.
No, it's where there was I was in an alternate world where there was another. I was because I was talking about the multiverse, reading nerdy shit. I had a dream that I was in another version of my world, but another one. But I wasn't there.
Yeah.
So it was one of the things where it wasn't my Kylie, it was somebody else, and these weren't my kids. They were different versions.
Yeah.
And my whole thought was I wonder if I should try to have sex with this version, just because it's her. It's not. It's another.
It's the multiverse of madness.
Maybe she'll do it more.
And I didn't.
This version will do it more.
I'm taking you with me.
This version's going to do the pre-married stuff.
Right. Are you in the trial period? She's going to be so fucking mad when she hears that. And I like how she sends you all that wild shit on Instagram.
She sent me a video the other day of this girl with huge titties doing a cartwheel. She's like, what the fuck?
She showed me. She said, she was giggling. I was like, what? She said, look at this crazy shit I sent Zach. And I'm like, he probably really appreciates it.
Yeah, dude.
100%.
Yeah, I think I replied back. I was like, nice cartwheel.
Nice form. Right. How'd you get them things straight up? I'm waiting for my third on my list. I got 2 so far.
Let's hear those
It's put me
two.
on the spot where I'm like, Sydney Sweeney, of course, and then I have Eva Green.
Oh,
I really like
great
her.
So
one. Absolutely.
specifically in the second 300 movie when she just takes him.
Yes.
Well, of course.
I was
So
like,
mine's just-
So I would,
I'm like-
I would say the warm up to that is Casino Royale. And when she was in Casino Royale, she looked incredible. And then she did that 300 sequel movie,
That was good too, but I even
and it
like
was
her
like
in,
full on.
I like her even in when she's kind of, I guess, more of a homely kind of look. I liked her in Kingdom of Heaven.
Yeah, okay,
I thought I like the
Yeah.
kind of
I feel
I'm in
you.
the desert and I don't have any makeup.
right, exactly.
Kinda look.
You could you could take me anywhere.
Take me anywhere. Yeah.
and then in 300, take me like this.
right. I'm gonna take you. That's in 300. She was like that.
I was gonna laugh. And then what's the woman's name from who plays Peggy Carter? What's her name?
Haley Atwell.
She's
Yeah.
she's really cute
Now it makes
too.
sense why Cat.
No,
wanted
you're
to go
talking
back in
specifically
time.
because you just recently saw that new meme where it's like, this is why he went back in
That-
time. That's side
No,
boob.
so I saw
She's
her.
really-
I saw her. I didn't realize she was that.
Stacked.
And
had,
then,
had that big a personality.
until there was another movie she was in. It was like it was one of Black Mirror, one of the episodes where her husband died.
Yeah, something
And
like
then
that.
she had like a version that
Yeah.
she like locked up in the closet or some shit in the,
Yeah,
bed in
yeah.
the attic. I saw her in that, but that's like as of right. I'm sure
That was
I
it.
could
That
change
was
that.
it was the tall ginger dude.
Yes.
That was General
General
Hux.
Hux. Yep.
Yeah, that Black Mirror episode. That was fucking crazy episode.
She was really cute in that. Plus, she's the British accent. It doesn't is
Yeah, you're
always
not wrong.
awesome.
That's a good
But
one.
yeah, Eva Green is stunning.
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah, I like that.
I noticed a theme here with the your three. I noticed a theme. They had big personalities. I
Yeah, but
noticed.
Eva Green has both.
She has.
Yeah.
They have three of them have very big
Yeah.
personalities. I noticed a theme here. So you're a boob guy. That's
Actually, I'm more of an ass man, but
Yeah,
for
I
some
know.
reason, like you don't see it a whole lot. And I was trying to think
That's
in my
true.
head. I was trying to figure out besides like BB Rexa when she's not a lard ass. I like her when she's not like
yeah.
eating everything. When she kind of backs
Right.
off, she's
Or what's that country music singer?
It's gone.
Lainey.
She lost it.
She lost it. Really?
Yeah, she lost all that weight. I was
Really?
like, lost your ass. Nice job.
Not good.
I know. I mean, good for what?
I'm going to go piss.
Oh yeah, go ahead.
Okay. Well, we can actually.
Well, let's say we're probably over 2 hours
We're
right now.
well. Yeah, we need to wrap this thing up. So if we've got to go to the facilities. Let's just wrap
Yeah.
this up.
Like,
Yeah,
follow,
take us out.
follow, share. Dudu, thanks for coming on.
Absolutely.
That's
Thanks
awesome.
for having
Glad
me.
to have you.
We need to have a big. We don't have enough mics. We can figure it out.
You can
We
share
need to
mics.
We
We
can share. That's true. We need to have like a big group where we get all. Now we have everybody individually. We need to get everybody together.
Oh, we could. We just have to make sure we have
That'd
good
be
mic
fun.
etiquette.
That's
That'd be
that's
busy.
true. Maybe when we in the beginning of the year next year when we get video going, that would be the time probably to do it. It'd be fun.
We could all lead in with a doo-wop at the beginning.
100%.
Barbershop quartet. You can do this.
With our shirts off,
You can do this. The ghoster.
ghoster jerking off 6-foot ghosts.
I like that. That's what it is now.
But yeah,
You have to post on the page like that dance so everybody knows what the
I'll
hell I'm
find
doing.
it. I'll find it. But yeah, like I said, like, follow, share, subscribe. We also have a subscription page. And then the big thing is Road to 100 is the video. So that'll be January.
Yeah,
Probably
I think we're
that month we'll
planning
have
for
it going?
January 1 or New Year to start.
Okay. Other than that, I don't have anything new coming up. We got potentially some more guests coming on next episode. I got to work the details out with that group, but that should be a lot of fun too.
We may have a collab coming up, so that'd be fun.
Yep.
Which we want to do more of that. And as always, if anybody out there is small business, you got a thing going on, you do anything, whatever, you need a little bit of promotion. First one's free. We'll fucking plug your shit. I don't care. So, I mean, if it's cool, if it's stupid, I'll be like, get away from
If
me.
it's lame, I don't want it.
Get out of here. Get out of my house. but anyway, it was good. I'm glad we finally got the whole core 4 on now.
Yep.
Knocked them all out. So we'll try to have more guests. I think a third is really fun to have. So, but anyways, thanks for listening.
Yeah. Peace.
Peace.